What is going on, fellas? We are live from Austin, Texas. You guys know what that means. It means the Flock League is coming very, very soon. But first, we are going to be drafting some underdog fantasy teams because it is legal for us to do so. As always, when we come to Texas, we got to be streaming some teams here. And we're going to do a Best Ball Mania 6 draft, a puppy draft, and then another Best Ball Mania 6 or another puppy, depending on what people want us to do there. But yeah, hopefully you guys get in some drafts with us. As always, we'll drop the link in the chat for those of you guys that might be new to Underdog. But we're going to get this thing kicked off. I'll give us about 20, 30 seconds, Danny, if you want to say anything to the chat before I enter the actual draft here.
Yeah, I mean, we touched on today, early morning flight, let's just say, video you're going to be watching this week. I took my time with it. I ended up catching back up in terms of my sleep on the flight. And once we landed here, it was all business. I will say, though, very dry heat.
Very dry heat. Yes, indeed. And we got a couple people in the chat here. Cole says, boys, what's good? What's going on? Get it, FSE.
Yes,
welcome to God's country. Shout out. Scribble says, sup, boys? What's going on? Cameron, did I sell? Okay, well, that's a question. We'll get to that later. Yo, what's going on? Smooth Criminal. Good. See y'all Sunday. Reed coming to the Flock meetup. Shout out. Shout out to Reed coming to the Flock meetup. That is on Sunday, as he mentions in the chat there. All the details. If you just go to any of Mason's streams, I'm sure he's talked about it. But you can probably also find those details in the Flock Discord as well. Don't have the name of the place off the top of my head, but let's get into this Best Ball Mania 6 draft. Again, we're going to do a BBM 6 to get it kicked off. And then if you guys want to do a puppy 3, that's a live contest right now, $5 entry. I think it's, well, let me take a look at the prize pool. I think it's 100K to first, right? Is that what it is? Yeah, 100K to first. Puppy 3, $5 entry, 100K to first. That's definitely a fan favorite contest for a lot of people. So we'll definitely make sure to weave in one of those. But yeah, let's get into the Best Ball Mania 6. I'm going to be hitting the enter button. If you guys want to know how to get into this draft, all you have to do is go to Underdog's main lobby, hit enter when I hit enter. So I'm going to count us down 3, 2, 1. We're going to be entering the draft here. And hopefully we all get into a room together. So we're waiting for 9.
Looks like we might. There's 3 of us in here as we currently hit enter. Now 4. So I'm assuming maybe one of you have gotten into there. But yeah, I mean, we are slowly filling up, waiting for 7 people. Again, if you are on Underdog, feel free to join. If you aren't on Underdog, promo code FSC will get you started. But yeah, hop in this BBM.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And D-Bell says, you guys in Texas? Yes, we are, sir. We are. We will be drafting our, hopefully not embarrassing, in my case, Flock League teams on Saturday night. So that'll be a lot of fun. And we got a lot planned for this league. So it's going to be, who's a Guelph U guy again? I mean,
yes,
Danny is a Guelph U guy. My fiance is actually going to U of G for her master's in September.
Cool.
But yeah,
I think what my last year would have been. It would have been, so 2019, 2020 was my first year. 2020 to 2021 was my second year. 2022, 2023, I went half the year, and then I basically dropped out in the second semester.
Classic dropout.
Oh yeah.
Dylan, we don't know our picks yet. We are doing, so what we're doing for the draft order is tomorrow we're going to like a local football field or whatever, and then we're basically having like a punt pass.
I don't know if that was announced, by the way.
Yeah, it was. Mason's been
was
talking
it?
about
Okay.
it. I believe so. Yeah, Mason's been talking about it on his stream.
I was under the impression, because I almost spilled the beans in, I think, a domain or a land stream, that they were basically implying that nobody knew. So I felt like I was the one that fucking spoiled it.
Yeah, no, we're going to.
Look at the boys.
Look at that 1-1 up at the top and 1-4 for Danny. Yeah, so we're going to a local field basically, and we're going to be doing punt, pass, kick, and like I think it's just going to be on like an accuracy basis as opposed to like who can throw the furthest, who can punt the furthest, who can kick the longest field goal. I believe we're trying to get like some accuracy kind of like targets set up, and who gets like the closest, and then we'll measure like the average distance.
Am I allowed to say what it's measured by?
Feet?
No. Do you know like what the measuring is for the accuracy? Because I do.
Oh no, I don't know.
Dude, what was in his trunk?
Oh yeah, but we don't know that for sure.
He did say it.
No, that was a contingency because he was going to try and get some other stuff.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, that's the impression I was under.
Best team by a mile last year, if not for injuries.
Appreciate that.
Got a shout out. Where were you in the comments section when Danny was getting dragged for weeks?
Oh man, it was a grim time. Like when Mason would be like, get your clips in. Like, dude, like the character that you guys saw from me wasn't like a character. Like, I'll be straight up. When I was upset, I was genuinely upset. Like, I'm the type of person that, where's the emotion on the sleeve? I'm sure if you guys are following,
I think we all know that was the real you, Danny.
Yeah, but like you know what I mean. Also, Bijan at 101,
102 Christian McCaffrey.
Give me
This
a
guy
Jamar
just about to get blessed with a 103 Jamar.
Give me a Jamar Chase 104.
So you guys might be wondering why I took Bijan. I was telling Danny this on the way here when we were coming back from the airport. I have like 18% Jamar Chase. So I've gotten a lot of 101s. So I have
going to auto pick a 103 Jamar Chase.
Oh my God. Danny just got a 104 Jamar. Holy
104
cow.
Jamar.
Holy cow, dude. Holy cow. There you go.
104 Jamar. Yo, what is this unk room at the 101?
I mean, Christian McCaffrey going 102 is not on my bingo card. I took Bijan because I have a shit ton of Jamar already. So
104 Chase. That is going in the group chat.
104 Jamar. Yeah, this is a BBM, Nick.
That's insane. In a BBM?
Yeah. What's going on, fellas? What's up, Garage? Who do you guys think are the best home league values? I mean, generally, like the rookie receivers, Tedero, McMillan, Travis Hunter, younger receivers like Buka, like those type of guys are usually really good values in home leagues.
Yeah. 104. Has Jamar Chase gone below 104 in a draft? Like, if you guys have ever seen Jamar Chase at 105 or 106 this year, comment it. But 104 is the furthest I've seen him drop. Like, I've seen him drop 102 a couple times, 103 every now and then, but 104, like I'm gassed.
Yeah, that's insane. I have never seen that. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna do the thing where I get unique at the 101 and do a Bijan share. I didn't expect the two guys behind me not to take Jamar.
I mean, I'll take it.
Yeah, crazy.
Oh man.
Going to Bush is gonna draft 3 elite running backs and still somehow end up with Sharps as RB2 again. Bro, I was going over this. If you guys go back and look week by week, like I can obviously see the league from week 3 through week 14. There was 1 week in there or 2 weeks in there where Charbonnet was the starter. I think it was like week 10, week 11 against Arizona when he had that monster game. But other than that game, in week 3 through like week 13, week 14, my starting running backs were Jerome, like my RB2, because I had Achane as my RB1 last year in the Flock League. Jerome Ford, Alexander Madison, Braylon Allen, Trey Sermon, and Ray Davis. Those were the 5 running backs that played, I would say, 10 plus games of my RB2 last year.
Sermon was on your roster?
Yes, because remember that week that JT was out and I picked him up? Dude, that was a horrible display of running back streaming off the waiver wire last year, because that was rough, man. Without a solid RB2, once I traded away Kareem Hunt to Zach in the Brandon Ayuk deal who blew his knee out, once I traded away Bucky Irving in that deal, which we're not going to talk about. The fact that I got completely fleeced and basically no running back was on my team for the rest of the year that was startable is unfortunate as hell for sure.
Very unfortunate. Please give me a combination that's almost impossible. Please. I know you know what I'm trying to imply. Can this PA drag guy give me such a unique combo here? Okay, dude. Brock Bowers and Jamar Chase. I got a call. Can you see from who? Yeah. I'll go check. Regardless, so Bowers and Chase might be one of the most unique combos I've ever seen.
Yeah, Danny's checking his phone real quick. Yeah, I wouldn't mind going, because I went Bijan at 1-1 there. I wouldn't mind grabbing like the unique way to play like the 101 is that usually you grab like T Higgins, Trey McBride or whatever. But because I don't have Chase, I feel like this would maybe be in a unique combo to have Higgins and McBride, or Higgins and Harrison even too. Like, you guys can see that this is sorted by my rankings. You can load our rankings into Underdog if you guys are in possession of the manifesto, which will be undergoing a big update this weekend. So if you guys have drafts, we'll have the risk ratings probably up to like the top 50 or so players in there. And then we'll also have all the rankings, the ADPs and stuff updated. I'm gonna go with McBride. I'll go with McBride. I don't take McBride very often. I've talked about how much I hate tight ends early, so
I appreciate that as well, because I would have been left in a fucking insane situation.
I got a video idea for y'all. Ambiguity says how to co-manage with someone drafting / managing. So that would be a good video idea. Unfortunately, I have never done it. I've never co-managed a fantasy team with anyone. So I've done once, and it's a dynasty league with Flet. Yeah, I've never actually done that, so I wouldn't really be the right person to make that video. Maybe if somebody's done that many times, they would be a better person for that.
I thought I was maybe going to get Jacobs, but
have you ever done a 3rd round reversal? I mean, in redraft, no. In Dynasty, of course, we've done 3rd round reversal, but in redraft, it doesn't really make as much sense.
Spicy. Jamar Chase, Brock Bowers start at the 104.
I took Bijan 101 trying to get unique. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, like I'll take Bijan trying to get unique. I didn't know the other two guys behind me were going to let Danny get Jamar at 104.
BBM. With Bowers at 21, 3 picks after ADP. Like, how often is that combo going to exist?
Yeah. I mean, I'll take the unique combo for it. Yeah, I'll take him at 21 with the Jamar combo there. I'm sure people have Jamar and Bowers paired up from the 1-1 slot or the 1-2 even potentially. Bowers is
I don't ever see Bowers go.
I've gotten Bowers at the 2-3 turn. The only shares of Bowers I have are at the 2-3 turn.
Oh, yeah, fair enough then.
Are we worried about Hampton without Slater? Might take him 405. At 405, he's absolutely still a fine value there. Hampton without Slater becomes an issue kind of, more so in the early portion of the 3rd round. But in the 4th round, it's kind of baked in at that point in time.
Yeah. So, looking at the board, we're starting to see a couple running backs go. The reason why I didn't feel the need, again, I love Hampton. I like Kyron. I think Kyron's a reasonable, mid to late 3rd round pick. The reason why I do grab Marv there, A, the correlation week 17, B, I do like Marv, his upside compared to the rest of the receiver board. And it also just factors in that, if I can just get one of Henderson, Breece Hall, Kenneth Walker, maybe one of those guys. I actually saw Breece Hall fall in a draft today to the 51st pick.
Wow.
51st
pretty
pick.
Insane.
Yeah.
Sorry. Continue.
No, I was just going to say, so hopefully I can get one of those backs. Worst case scenario, again, I'm fine with it. I don't have many shares. I think James Cook could potentially make it to me, but one of those guys, I'm probably going to grab just a running back here.
Yeah. Dylan, content schedule wise, we're going to stream 2 of the next 3 days, like today, and then either tomorrow or Friday, whichever day we have time for. Just BBM drafts. We'll double check the Dynasty Decisions queue. If we have enough teams to stream some, then we might do that. But for the most part, we'll probably just take advantage of the fact that we can draft teams, obviously, because we're in Austin right now. And then we're going to have rankings tier list videos the rest of the week. Quarterback, tight end, running back, wide receiver rankings tier list, get you guys. I think this weekend will be like the first real weekend where people are drafting teams.
Yeah.
Next weekend probably will be the big weekend.
Majority
Most
of
people's home leagues and whatnot are going to be drafting. And then Labor Day weekend, I would imagine a lot of people are drafting as well.
PA Drag, you want to do me one more solid, brother?
PA Drag's also an elite name for a underdog.
Shout out Jaden Daniels at 44. That's a great pick as well. But Breece Hall at the 45th overall pick, 8 picks of value.
Shit, dude, why are we just giving Danny the God Squad start here?
Dude, the cherry on top would be a certain name falling back.
Yeah, that's a really nice start for you, obviously. Oh man, I wanted James Cook there. I don't know if you guys noticed before he went off the board, I have him ranked at 37, and I'm actually going to move him up even a spot or 2 further because after the extension, I feel really confident in James Cook's ability to take a little bit of a step forward. I was telling you this on the running back tier list that you guys will see later this week that I'm just like, I feel so confident in James Cook because he's a really good player on a really good offense. I just really don't know how he'll pay off. You know what I mean? Because he doesn't have the workload necessarily that some of the other running backs going in that territory do.
Pick.
But I do know with James Cook that he's a really talented player, has pass catching upside on the number 1 projected offense in terms of Vegas implied point total. So getting the starting running back for the Buffalo Bills in the 4th round just feels really nice. You know what I mean? Even if it's like, oh, you can poke holes in the workload, I just feel so good about it, especially given the contract insulation now, maybe he gets a little bit more work.
Is it in terms of ownership? Because I thought for sure you'd take Devontae Smith.
It is. I have Devontae Smith on 34% of my team. I'm trying to get a little bit more unique than just hammering Devontae Smith in every 5th round.
I was praying I'd get another Hunter, but the Henderson snipe actually really hurts more, to be honest. If I was able to leave the first 5 rounds with Breece Hall, Trevion Henderson, Jamar Chase, Marvin Harrison Jr., and Brock Bowers, I don't think you can get any more nutted from the top 4 picks.
Yeah. Henry says redraft NFFC does 3RR since 2006. So I didn't realize they were doing 3rd round reversal and redraft that much. I have personally never played in a 3rd round reversal redraft. Maybe you could argue that, there's an advantage to having the top guys. I would say in super flex redraft, it would make more sense than 1 quarterback redraft. I don't know about you, but in a 1 quarterback redraft, I would take a late pick all day.
1 quarterback redraft?
Yeah. If it was third round
reversal, yeah.
If it was super flex redraft, I think that makes more sense because you get those top advantages, Josh Allen, Jaden Daniels, those guys.
Well,
but
bro,
yeah,
the early 3rd round is so much fucking better than the mid to late 3rd round.
Imagine starting
and the 1-2 turn is better than any 2nd round pick. Outside of the top 14 or 15 or so picks, once you get to like the 16, 17, 18 range, it's about taking your guys. Like if you're higher on Chase Brown, you can reach up the board for him. If you're higher on Jonathan Taylor, maybe you want to reach up Bucky Irving, Lamech. Like they're not guys that I think separate. I would say like 16 through 24-ish.
Right.
They don't really separate, but like that would be like the tier 3, I would say, because like I said, tier 1, top 5 or so guys, top 6 or so guys. After that, it's kind of like a cluster. Who do you want to push into that first round? Some people have McCaffrey, Neighbors, Puka, obviously with the Stafford stuff, you kind of have to dock them a little bit. Nico Collins, Brian Thomas, they all kind of figure in. But like I said, after that, after those guys are off the board, the top 14 or 15, like you just got to get aggressive. Like you have to have your own stances.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Absolutely. Blake says, what are your guys' thoughts on starting Achane and Chase Brown with the 109? I would say going Chase Brown in the mid-second round there is a smidge early, just because you're probably passing on one of those like Drake London, St. Brown, BTJ, Genty, Henry type of guys. I think that would just be a smidge early for me on Chase Brown, but even AJ, like I wouldn't pass on for Chase Brown, but that's definitely something that is up for debate. I just, I think that if you're taking Chase Brown at the early second round there, I just think it's a smidge early that you're probably passing on better projections at wideout. Okay. Jane Reed, I need to move. Well, I did move down in my rankings. I just haven't uploaded them to Underdog since. I'll grab Caleb Johnson. I don't really get a lot of shares of him.
I was between him and
another
Pacheco.
Running back too. So T. Higgins, Terry McLaurin, Travis Hunter, Trey McBride is what I'm working with here. I don't really love the rest of these wideouts. I guess Addison is probably I could take Downs, which is probably actually what I'm going to do. I'll just go with Josh Downs here.
I wasn't going to make it obvious, but it was pretty obvious.
I could have gone with another running back even too. Like I like Brian Robinson there. I like I don't get David Montgomery very often, so I could have grabbed him.
Yeah, now I'm in a little bit of a dilemma because there's not really many guys I love here. Who would you lean here?
I'd probably I don't really love the board, to be honest with you. I don't mind taking the swing on Addison, even taking even a Laporta potentially is not bad.
I don't have a lot of Addison, so I went with it.
Yeah.
That was a close one.
Zach says, Corey, your videos have been a huge help. Appreciate it. Also, for those of you guys keeping track, I know I haven't gotten to all the comments on the #1 draft strategy video. There's hundreds, if not. Let me actually look at the number of comments.
Some paragraphs.
There's some paragraphs for sure. I promised I would get to all those comments, and I promise you I will. But there are 532 comments on that video. So I need to work through another solid 150, I would say, maybe 200 still. But really appreciate the support on that video, fellas. Through 2 days of it so far, it is outpacing last year's video, which of course absolutely smashed. So really appreciate all the support we got on that video. And honest to God, like I know I'm biased here, but I really do think that video is just the culmination of all the research we do all off season for many, many videos in a row. And I think that concise 40-minute look, 25 minutes of strategy, and then the mock draft is one of the most valuable fantasy football videos that if I wasn't, if we weren't doing this, I would watch it every single year because I do think there's so much data and research packed into that video. So I really appreciate you guys showing all the love that you have showed on that video.
Dude, I really fucking like this team, man. I mean, obviously, but holy crap.
Yeah, this is a good looking squad for you for sure.
Fuck. If I can get B-Rob here, I'd feel great.
Samuel says the BDG guy, I'm assuming he's referring to Nick, is out on Harrison at his ADP. So I can
That's more redrafty. I would say in best ball, you kind of have to take wide receivers because of 3 wide receiver start format. I don't hate that take in terms of a standard redraft because honestly, we just have the quarterbacks. We have George Kittle. We have, some of the running backs there. Just push above those 3rd round receivers. Like Marv is the exception because I do think he has access to the high end ceiling that makes it worthwhile of taking him in the 3rd round. But
it could look stupid for sure.
Yeah,
like we could go week 8 and be like, why the hell were we taking Marvin in the 3rd round? Like it could definitely, it could backfire.
Back to back snipe.
Yeah. Get absolutely screwed there.
I mean, I guess it's ass eating season.
Yeah, there you go. An ETN. Yeah, my opinion on Marvin is this: whoever's right on him, I get why you were right. You know what I mean? Like, let's say he smashes and he crushes. It's like, of course he smashed. Of course he crushed. He was Marvin Harrison Jr. He was definitely going to do that. But then let's say he misses. It's like, well,
hoping
of course
I get Kyler here.
He was not nearly as good as a rookie as some of these other guys.
I'm a little bit scared about.
I have to take Kyler here because I have Higgins and McBride. So
fuck me. I had Marvin Chase.
I don't love anything on the board right now, man. I think the board stinks, and I don't normally do this, but I'm just the best player on the board by a country mile is Bo Nix, so I'm just gonna double tap quarterback here. Sorry.
Oh my god!
I felt like there was
disgusting.
nothing on the board. This board
after
sucks.
this start. Oh, I'm sick.
I suppose I could have taken Warren or Loveland or something, but I already have McBride. I don't think that Jaden Higgins and some of these guys are really worthy of going up here, so I just grabbed the 2 best players on the board projection wise for me, and which would be the quarterbacks.
Honestly, I'm contemplating just taking the best player on the board here because I don't see much of a difference between these skill position players versus the tight ends. I won't reach too much on ADP, so I'll take Warren, but Warren and Bowers, I mean, I could get the top 2 scores in week 17 on my tight end slot and not have to worry about a single other tight end for the rest of the season.
I didn't realize that Dylan said Bush snipe him on Hunter. I actually didn't even see that this part was the same here.
Yeah, hold up. Yo, you, despite my start, you've low-key been frying me on the snipes. I mean, Hunter, you got Downs, you got Kyler as well, man.
Well, it's kind of well, I mean, I didn't snipe you on Kyler. I have McBride and Higgins.
Yeah, but then he took a second quarterback.
But what is your stack of Kyler? Oh, you have Harrison. Yeah, okay.
Bro, what?
You have Harrison and Chase. Okay, sorry. I thought you only had Chase. I thought you
No, you're fine. You have McBride and Higgins. I was more so just trolling you, but
have you made any Superflex content this year? Yeah, we have a Superflex strategy video out right now if you are a Superflex player, plus the quarterback league winners video, very relevant to Superflex leagues as well. Definitely go check out those 2.
Also, by the way, when people say, "Oh yeah, I want to do a bully tight end," like this is a bully tight end to me. You grab Bowers and then you get Warren at the 100. A bully tight end is not, "Oh, I take Bowers and then I also take McBride."
Yeah, no, that's just flushing your entry.
That's a good way to put it.
What else do we got here? I watched Jacob's highlights today. I wish Love would get hurt slightly more often. Oh, because Jacobs, they absolutely fed him the football when he was down there. 3RR makes it super balanced, I believe. I play in one of the more unique leagues in maybe my state. I mean, if you have a super unique scoring format where 3RR would balance things, then I guess it would make sense in that format. I just don't think in most 90% of people listening to this, most of their home leagues, just 3RR would not balance things, in my opinion, based on normal scoring formats. Problem is the guys like Chase Brown don't fall to 25 anymore. Yeah. I don't know. I still think he's going to fall to the 3rd round in home leagues, to be honest with you.
Dude, I would love I'd love a bird in Caleb Williams' turn if I can get it.
Henry says, are you guys out on Tyreek now? Danny definitely is. You guys will hear us talk about Tyreek in the wide receiver tier list, but I am still willing to take the swing on Tyreek as long as it's in the 3rd round. In the early to mid 3rd, if you can get him there, I think I'm fine with it. I don't love 2nd round price tag Tyreek because I don't think enough of the downside risk is baked in at that point in time. But I do think that he has absolutely still the possibility to finish as a top 6, top 8 wide receiver if he can keep his head on straight. It's just same with Marv. There's a reason both of them are ranked in round 3 for me is that, yeah, I can see both sides of it. If Tyreek smashes this year, we're all going to be can't believe we passed on Tyreek Hill in the 3rd round. If Tyreek is ass this year, people are going to be the vibes were horrible the entire time. Why were we still drafting this guy? So
yeah, I guess my pause
both sides I can see for sure.
The big difference in our rankings for the most part is just I think it isn't a foregone conclusion that he's going to be the one ahead of Jalen Waddle. Again, you guys will hear the whole discussion. We're not going to just rehash on the live stream. We will have the wide receiver rankings out. We spent probably 5, 6, 7 minutes in depth talking about the Dolphins wide receivers.
Yeah. Yeah, we did. We spent a while. I hate this freaking board right now. I need running back and nothing.
Just don't take JJ McCarthy. You already have enough quarterbacks.
I know Spears had the injury, but it doesn't sound like it's going to be overly major. I know that
high ankle sprain.
I know it doesn't sound like he's going to be out more than a couple of weeks, and he should be back in time for the season. I don't really love that pick, but honest to God, there's just nothing on the board that appealed to me. So I'll just at least take an upside swing of a running back that I like, I guess.
Speaking of upside swing, JJ McCarthy, I do have the stack equity there with Jordan Addison. Yeah, I'm feeling good. I don't have to touch tight end for the rest of the draft. I'm probably going to have to make this a 3 quarterback build, but realistically, I probably only need 1 or 2 more wide receivers, 2 running backs, and then filling out the quarterback. So yeah, where we're at here.
What else do we got? Chat, would you trade 2 mid to late first for Tedero and McMillan?
Yeah, I'd be fine with that.
Yeah, I mean, if they're both 2026 ones, I'm fine with it. Maybe see if he'll tack on something to the back of it just to give you a little bit of juice back, but I think I'd be fine making that move.
for sure.
I keep moving Hunter up my board.
Ball.
Yeah, you're speaking Danny's language there. Time to update those Harvey Dynasty rankings.
Yeah, we'll have a whole Dynasty sweep in terms of our rankings. I'll be honest, like we just haven't been able to.
I updated mine the other day.
I haven't yet. Again, I haven't been able to get ahead of the 8 ball because, as you can imagine, this last week or so has been just completely hectic. But hey, I mean, we are able to get ahead in terms of the recordings. We're working on some stuff with the draft guide, but I'll make sure regardless that those are updated as soon as I'm back in my PC, because trying to update Dynasty rankings on my laptop is quite the chore considering all that we do comparatively.
It's just moving players.
Well, no, in terms of like the manifesto, everything like that.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Well, I've told you like my fucking laptop.
Oh yeah, your laptop kind of sucks ass. Yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Two mid to late first downs and craft for London. So instead of giving up those mid to late first for Tet, you'd be giving up the first plus downs and craft for London. Is downs and craft enough for you to just make the move from Tet to London? I think it probably is for me. If it's a shallow league, if it's like a deep start 12 or something like that, Dynasty League, maybe not. But downs and craft they're assets that I like, but they're not like super, super consequential. So again, if you can get him to throw on something at the back of that to sweeten up the deal a little bit, but I do think that's relatively decent value.
Yep.
Danny, do you have any worries for Nico Collins in terms of injury history since he had to deal with the hamstring injury last season, non-contact injury?
Very finicky injury. Like I'm not at all that concerned.
I mean, he does have a history of them.
He does, but again, 26-year-old in prime wide receiver. It's like I'm just betting on that profile, not getting hurt every year, pretty much.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. What else?
This is a weird spot. Dylan Sampson is probably where I'm leaning. Yeah, and I'll take Dylan Sampson.
I need to start drafting a shit ton of Dylan Sampson to balance out my Judkins.
No, literally though. Literally.
What do we? I need to. Do I want to tack on Jake Ferguson here? I might tack on Jake Ferguson and be done at tight end with him and McBride.
Yeah, you may as well take 2.
Yeah, Brenton Strange at 143. No, thank you, sir.
Strange over Ferguson. Why?
Yeah, I don't get that.
He must have Lawrence. Yeah, he has Lawrence.
That's Higgins, McLaurin, Hunter, Downs, Kirk. I could probably go for an upside swing receiver as opposed to like kind of a safer guy. I'll roll with Kyle Williams. I feel like he's a good option for me at that point.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Maybe I'm just scarred from Jalen Polk bags from last year, but I don't know why I have this like gut feeling. I have no basis for this claim whatsoever. I have this gut feeling that Kyle Williams is going to be a stone zero. I don't know why.
Also, I know that this is a bad CLV play, but I honestly expected Keenan Allen's ADP to rise further. And if he's going to still be a 13th round pick, I'm perfectly comfortable taking him.
Dude, what kind of unk-ass fucking take is that?
Dog, he's got the opportunity to be the number 2 receiver on his offense. He's going in the 13th round.
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably just take the disc. I actually was not drafting Trey Harris at all before this Keenan Allen thing, but Trey Harris's role is not Keenan Allen's role, and I like the nice discount I'm getting on Trey Harris now. I got him at pick 179 in a draft in Chicago. Yeah. I was like, what do we like? Nutty. They're not the same role. Like, he doesn't affect them at all.
Yeah.
And even QJ, like you can get QJ like well into the 180s now. Like I don't know. I don't trust Keenan Allen to like really be a consequential fantasy asset at this point in his career. Maybe he has like an Adam Thielen type of appeal where at the beginning of the season he has some nice spike weeks or whatever. But I think down the stretch, those young guys are what's going to matter for the Chargers. He's such a progress stopper. Like, why would you put Keenan Allen out there when you have a bunch of young receivers who are all trying to gel together?
Yeah. No, I feel you.
Thoughts on using Fab to bid for draft picks? I've never heard of anybody doing that, to be honest.
Never heard that in my life.
Thoughts on Caleb, but you spelled it with a K, so Caleb Johnson. Okay, Caleb Johnson. I mean, I selected him, so I guess I can make the case for him.
Go ahead, brother.
Caleb Johnson, you're basically hoping for a downhill 250 plus carry type of role out of him in year 1 for Arthur Smith and the Steelers offense. I do worry that he's going to be a 0 on third down because Kenneth Gainwell is getting some hype in that regard. Jaylen Warren, I think at this point in time, is probably more well-equipped to run routes, catch passes, pass protect, that kind of thing. So I do think Caleb Johnson could end up just being kind of like Brian Robinson, but more expensive. But I'm weaving in some shares. I'm just not super, super high on year 1 projection for Caleb Johnson.
The Sand Eater takes a naked Geno Smith. That was gross. I had Bowers. I'm going to go Dowdle first because I think Stafford's going to slide because of the back stuff.
Yeah.
I'm getting fucking locked out of quarterback now. Holy shit.
Is it too dangerous to draft Scary Terry? I think they'll end up working it out, to be honest. I'm not really that worried about the contract stuff. Do you like BDG's opinions? Yeah, I think Nick knows what he's talking about.
No, for sure.
Okay, I'm on the clock here, and I need running backs in the worst way possible.
As long as you don't need a quarterback, you're good.
I'm going to grab Austin Eckler because I have no help in the early season portion, and Eckler kind of fits the bill. Actually, you know what? Another way of balancing out my bags of Quinshon Judkins would be to draft Jerome Ford, so I'm going to draft Jerome Ford here.
Dude, I'm getting fucking... These guys are just taking unstacked pocket quarterbacks ahead of ADP just for the fucking shits, I guess.
Are you still with just JJ?
Oh, absolutely. I'm getting fucking host.
Oof.
Darnold ahead of ADP now. Lovely. I mean, I think
QBs are drying up on you.
Yeah, I mean, I might have to go Unk Staff.
Yeah. Take Staff, and then maybe, I don't know, what do you even do with that?
Well, I'm going to take a Colts quarterback.
Yeah, I was going to say tack on a Terrence Ferguson just to stack Stafford with something.
Yeah, I mean, I don't need another tight end, so I'll probably
just for correlation purposes, though.
Well, I mean, I can afford an upside wide receiver 7 on this team, like my final wide receiver. So I might take like a Jordan Whittington type.
Yeah. It is funny that he's calling him BDG guy.
Yeah, that's a crazy way to refer to him.
Am I crazy for being completely out on JSN? So some years you're super in on guys, some years you're super out on guys. Some years you just are totally indifferent about players, and that is exactly how I feel about JSN. Is it just you?
Yeah,
I mean, is it just me, or am I like, yeah, he's priced appropriately, I'll take him when he's there, but I'm not like excited nor not excited to draft him. Well, I'm like, yeah, that's where he should be going.
Where he goes on underdog, I think is a little bit high, but I have him like 33 overall, and he'll probably go around there in your home leagues. Like on underdog, he went 29. It's like if you're getting him more so at that back end of the third, I think that's reasonable. But I don't know, he's kind of sexless. Like I get it, like, you know, he's a young wide receiver, like that shouldn't be sexless, but realistically, like what's the upside of that situation?
Yeah, no, for sure.
I don't mind him. I think he's probably like a low end wide receiver 1, high end wide receiver 2 level projection, but do I see him being the guy that like you couldn't miss out on? I don't see him being the guy you couldn't miss out on.
No, I don't see that. You know who he kind of reminds me of? I think the season he'll have this year is the season that Drake London just had. Kind of thing, where he's like wide receiver 13 in points per game, wide receiver 10 in overall finish. You are happy that you drafted him, but he didn't like win you the league. I actually think that JSN is a very good pick, prudent pick for people who just like to make sure that they hit on their picks and they don't want to like take major risks. I think JSN's a good pick for that reason, because as much as Darnold's not like an excellent quarterback, I think he's very much capable of getting JSN the football. So, and JSN's not a very, difficult target to get the football to as well. So, I got Kyler, Bo Nix as my quarterback, so I'm set there. Bijan, Caleb Johnson, Tajay, Eckler, and Ford. I actually really love the Eckler and Ford picks paired up with my Caleb and Spears bets, who are a little bit more late season. I definitely want to get one more running back on this core.
I just reached on Giddens because I realistically...
Oh, no, I wanted Sanders. Fuck.
He's hurt right now.
I know he's hurt, but I still think he's inevitably going to win out that backfield.
I think they're going to trade for a running back. I'm going to be completely stacked, or going to be completely honest.
Completely stacked.
Yeah. Not what you would describe the Cowboys running back.
Diami, Jack Besh. I'll go Diami Brown. I like
good pick.
Like the pick there.
I got like 25% Diami.
I've been taking a lot of Diami Brown.
He's such a free click because it's like, even though I love the other two receivers, it's like, even just as a spike week guy that you're getting in round 17 and 18, still attachment offense you want to believe in.
Yeah, I'll take Taj Brook. I don't really draft a lot of Taj there. It's because I get so much Chase Brown. He's never on my board because I always have Chase Brown on my team. So I have the correlation: T. Higgins, Taj Brooks, Trey McBride, and Kyler Murray in week 17. If Chase Brown's injured for that game, then maybe that would go a long way in getting me a best ball mania ring there. But
I'm just gonna take Daniel Jones here because there's no receiver that really sticks out that won't make it to my next pick is what I'm saying.
Yeah, respect. Nick was one of the pioneers in this YouTube game. He was one of the first ones out there.
That's a crazy way to refer to him at the end of the day.
Yeah,
I mean, he's still a fucking
there's probably new people discovering him and whatnot. Sure. I have the number 1 pick. What do you guys think of JT and Henderson on the turn? I mean, I think Henderson's
dude. I love Henderson, but 301's a little bit too much Kool-Aid for me.
I mean, yeah, unless you're in like a 16-team league, I think that's too early for sure.
Yeah, and I love Henderson, but
early 7th, too early for a Mecca. I mean, I think in home leagues you might get him later than that, to be honest, but it's definitely not too early.
So I'm not sure, like when you were doing like just like mocks around, like trying to like see what's up with the Flock League, have you done it on the Flock site just to kind of see where the guys' ADPs are at or ranks are at?
Yep.
So if I've
I'd
realized,
like to know where I'm picking before I do it.
so I mean, full transparency, I'll say it now. And if anybody's watching, they're just gaming at this point. I'm sure Mason's minions in the chat might send him the link of this, but I've noticed if I don't take a mecha in like the late round 6 area, he always goes. He always goes.
Yeah, I mean that's probably what's going to happen. We're all doing our own research, and we're not going to let a guy like I had to take last year. I had to take JSN, who went in like the 7th, 8th, 9th round of home leagues. I had to take him in like the early 6th.
Yeah,
last year. Like that was pretty much what people were doing.
You picked what, 109?
I picked 108, and I picked Tankdell in the 5th, unfortunately, rip. And then I picked JSN at
sniped Mason
at the 605 or whatever that would be.
You sniped Mason on the boy.
Yeah, Tankdell. I wish I had not taken him. Why do you have to go for 1,400 your rookie year to be good? Yeah, he's referring to Harrison. Yeah, he is a product of the expectations that we had for him, for sure. The reason that people view Harrison as such a bum and such a bust and all this kind of stuff is that, yeah, we had these crazy expectations for the guy coming into the league.
Also, I'm sorry, but like, I know it's a naked Stafford, and that's not ideal because I would have wanted to stack him. I just can't pull the trigger on Whittington over Coker. I can't do it. I maybe I should have. The correlation bros might say, "Oh, you can't unstack fucking Stafford, pocket quarterback, whatever." Dude, man, who knows? Maybe he sneaks in a couple touchdowns on the 1 yard line, but maybe the team doesn't even call those because his back is cooked. Who knows? I got locked out of quarterback.
Yeah, you did kind of get locked out. I need a wide receiver. Do I have a stacking option with Bo Nix or do I want to go shower narrative? Do we have Troy on the board? Oh, I'm getting screwed here. I'll take Yoshi Boss, sure.
Yoshi.
Oh no, did I just unpick him?
Franklin's literally right there, by the way.
I literally am blind. Okay, Terrence Ferguson just got auto picked for me. Whatever, he can work into my flex, I guess. I tried to click Yoshi Boss and I got screwed. But yeah, okay, that was the BBM that we were gonna rip. Let's head to the lobby here and let's roll for a puppy 3 because I think a lot of you guys will love to do some of these drafts, especially if you guys are new to Underdog. This is the perfect contest to get into. It's a $5 draft. You get real sharpened up Mike Tyson type experience as we talk about for just $5, and you get some real money experience. And it's 100K to first. I mean, you take this thing down. Is this
both of our cherry entries?
What do you mean cherry entries?
Cherry entries, like
I haven't drafted a single. Yeah, I haven't drafted a single puppy. Yeah, you want to try and join this one?
Try and join him.
Okay, yeah, Spicy's right beside us, and he wants to try and join it. I'm gonna just drop highlight the link one more time. It's starred in the chat. If you guys are new to Underdog, this is the perfect contest to get started with. It is live right now. It's about half full. $5 entries. You put in $50 on the site or $25 on the site. You get a 50% deposit match up to $1,000 in bonus funds if you are, a big spender and you want to throw a lot of money on the site. But yeah, use the promo code FSE as always. We are going to enter this puppy 3. I'll counter down from 5. And if you guys want to go to the main lobby of Underdog, go to puppy 3 and then 20 seconds per pick, obviously. And then we'll hit enter in about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. These fill pretty quick. So hopefully you guys get in to the draft with us. So we're waiting for 7. And also, we should have this thing filled up for us.
But you got to up your badge game. Come on.
Dude, I don't know how I don't have a red badge yet, man. I have no clue.
It's so funny because I'll always see it. And if you guys are on, I always just joke with them. I'm like, buddy, like you're such an amateur.
I'm kind of a scrub, to be honest. I'm kind of a scrub.
Pat Bryant going to be this year's waiver wire gem. I mean, I can see it. Yeah. I have a lot of Bryant on Underdog.
I do have a decent amount of Bryant as well.
I got a 101.
I'm really into Jalen Warren. I think it's his job. I mean, he could definitely be a major part of the offense at the beginning of the season.
Giga Chad is back. Giga Chad is back.
Classic Giga Chad.
He was in the chat one time.
Yeah, he's got to be in here now.
He's got to be in here.
Giga Chad, if you're in the chat, if you're Samuel, are you
Giga Chad?
Are you Giga Chad, Samuel?
He might be Sam RF.
Anthony says, "Yo, I'm in." Anthony, are you Giga Chad?
Anthony, are you Giga Chad?
Sam says, "I'm in at 10."
No, you're 10.
I'm 10, bro. What do you mean?
106.
Nate's in here at 111.
Let's go.
Nate's in here at 111. We have a newly hired dev to the right of us right now, and he is picking at 111.
Right beside us. He's gonna snipe the shit out of us.
Okay, Sam says he's Sam. What are you, Sam? Anthony says he's at 8. So it looks like we got a hometown crowd in this chat here. It looks like the puppies might be the way to go if people are getting into the drafts.
Yeah, I mean, hell, if you guys keep joining these quick, we may as well do some more.
Yeah, for sure.
These 20-second clocks. Perfect.
Yes, sir.
Is Giga Chad in here? Is he Nemesis? Wait, let's see. Did someone say that they're in this?
Flapjack says, are there any virtual cheat sheets on the Flock website? So in our draft guide, in the manifesto, you have that virtual cheat sheet that you can check off players as you go. You can use that directly in the sheet. You just file, make a copy, and you can use that. The land guys have like a printable cheat sheet of their rankings that you can print off and bring to your draft, like old school style, like magazine style cheat sheet. That looks really cool. And Badaki did an excellent job of designing that. So there's a couple different options for you. Mason also has the sheets kind of separated
as well.
Yeah, the master sheet that's separated by like 8-team leagues and 10-team leagues and all that kind of stuff. But you got a bunch of different options with the site. I think that I like drafting on my computer most of the time if I'm not doing a virtual draft or a in-person draft. And I like checking off the players as they go based on my rankings. And obviously, if you trust our opinion, you can use that as well. Dylan, the last draft we did was a $25 entry. That was BBM 6. That was to win, 15 million total prizes, $2 million. This one is just a $5 entry.
106 Gibbs is sweet for Sam, by the way.
Yeah, that's a clean one.
Who do we got next? Puka I have a lot of, so I think I'm going to gear against him on this one. I don't have as much neighbors. I understand the concern with the injury report, but I just don't have a lot in my portfolio, so I kind of want to balance out.
I have so much neighbors, so maybe I want to do something different here.
Dude, I have so much Nakua.
I have so much of both. I'll go with St. Brown here. I don't take a lot of St. Brown. I'll roll St. Brown share.
Sure, let's see where Nate goes. There you go. You take the falling value there. I mean, you get the ADP value there, of course. If he is healthy, you're also competing with a lot of teams that would have got him a little bit earlier. And yeah, his ADP is falling, but at the same time, if Stafford is healthy, that's going to be the steals of the draft. And holy fucking shit, Hampton 2-1.
All righty.
That's a unique combo.
Rave of Thrones is flipping the board on us. Holy shit.
I mean, that's tippable. I hope this guy goes receiver. Okay, perfect. Yo, we guaranteed Liddy. Can I get Genty for the week 17? You have HN ranked higher anyways, but
yeah, sorry, I thought that was a funny comment.
Yeah,
we're going HN all day here. I got Devon HN as my 8th overall player here.
So. I was gonna say, in case you mix it up, because I know you have HN higher. I was gonna say, in case you mix it up, I do have some week 17 here.
Ambiguity Bush, let me provide y'all with some insight. Danny, dude, I'm just trying to draft these guys. That's funny. I'm telling you guys, Olave. Hey, I've been drafting a lot of Olave on Underdog because I do think he's a little undervalued, but I'm not like mega excited about him just because of the offense. The offense could be like absolute fucking asparagus piss, but we'll see what happens.
Golden boost or no change?
Golden's got to see a rise with Jaden Reed banged up if that's what you're asking. Sure.
We actually talked about
stock guy. Someone says stock guy in the chat.
Stock guys didn't see both of you for.
Are y'all in Austin? Yeah, we are in Austin. When's the risk rating video is going to come out? That will be next week during like midweek portion. When we get back, that'll be like Wednesday or Thursday. While we're in Austin, we have actually like quite a bit of downtime. So I'm going to be just grinding those risk ratings actually for the draft guide, updating the fantasy news section, updating the ADPs, updating our rankings, because I'm sure a lot of you guys are drafting this weekend. So I really want to get out all that stuff for you.
Loveland or Warren in the later round. So I have Loveland one spot higher. You have Warren left spot higher, but we both actually have the rookie tight ends back to back.
Yeah, we have them aggressively ranked, but I do prefer Warren just given the I think the opportunity exists for Warren to really command like maybe even the number one amount of work on his offense. I don't necessarily think Loveland can be the number one of his offense. I think he can be a high end number two, maybe even just a really productive, touchdown or bust kind of number 3 option in his offense. But Warren, I actually do think has the upside and capability to be the number 1 on his team.
Dude, Sam got a fucking insane start. Gibbs, Brown, and McBride.
Yeah, that's a nice
great
start.
Team.
George Kittle for Giga Chad there.
Well, considering my teams or the offenses that I've built around so far, the Raiders and the Giants, I don't want to get the stack for either of them. So let me just get my quarterback sorted out of the way right now. Take Lamar Jackson. Dude, I don't want either of those guys as my quarterback one on a best ball team, Raiders or Giants.
Yeah, I'm going to grab. So based on my rankings, Brees is my highest rated player, but I take Brees a lot. So I'm going to roll. I take Mike Evans a lot too, but I'm going to take Mike Evans.
You love Mikey.
Mike Evans not only is my favorite player on my favorite team, he's my favorite player in the history of the sport. So,
yeah. I will say though, there was some delusional comment. Do you know Carter Donick?
Yep.
So he made the tweet. It was like somebody's like, pick one to choose out in their prime, and it was like a bunch of like insane wide receivers, and he's like there's a very clear answer here. Like as good as Mike Evans was, like prime Dez, prime Julio, prime Andre Johnson. Like look at the graphic. Look at the guys on here. Like I love Mike. His peak is not higher than any of the other guys listed here.
All right, more Mike Evans disrespect.
He's good, but come on, like he ain't better
prime
than those
Dez. Get
guys.
the fuck out of here,
Dog.
dude.
I'll take prime Dez in my
What is
sleep.
2-year prime?
It's literally a question about prime. The question is literally
okay. Prime Josh Gordon for the 1 year that he was
Dog,
good.
all in their prime. One has to go is literally what the graphic says.
It factors into me how long your prime is. That's to me. That's not
a prime.
Yes, it is.
Otherwise, then it's just Odell Beckham Jr.'s out. The issue is Odell Beckham Jr.'s prime is arguably the highest of anybody on this list.
I guess. I don't know, man. I think that it should factor in how long your prime is.
That's not prime, dude. That's
if
career
you were
at
good
that
for
point.
fucking 2 years, it's not an elite prime, in my opinion.
Yeah,
like Antonio Brown being elite for like 6-7 years, to me, that's like, yeah, in your prime, you're dominant.
Also,
but like
Devontae
a guy who was
40?
good for a couple years is not really that impressive to me.
Devontae just randomly slipped to me 7 spots after ADP.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Take him.
Traded Hunter in a 27 first for Gibbs. Yeah, I mean that's a smash trade. Danny, you can't be serious and not say that that's a great trade.
That's the difference between an early to mid second rounder in my rankings versus the 2-3 turn.
Yeah, I have him obviously more spread out than that. It's more like a mid third rounder versus a late first rounder for me for Gibbs. So
yeah,
that's where I'm at with it. Would y'all send Jefferson away in a 1-2 year rebuild for Marv, Ladd, or Tet in 2 first? Yeah, dude, I would sell Jefferson for Marvin in 2 first any day of the week, and Ladd in 2 first any day of the week.
I love Tet, but you need more.
2 first, I maybe would need a little bit more, but Marvin and Ladd, I would do it.
Also, man, I'm feeling really nice here now.
Y'all know of any good auction content anywhere other than Drew Davenport? I do not, unfortunately. If anybody has like a mathematical equation that can convert our rankings into auction rankings, let me know, because I'm sure a lot of the auction bros would love that on the site. Caleb Johnson is a good route runner and catcher. He just wasn't used that way in college. Yeah, I mean, I've heard that for a million different other running backs, and the Steelers don't seem confident in his ability to be a pass protector, nor do they have a couple pass catching specialists. So maybe Caleb Johnson's a better receiving back than I'm thinking, but I do think that he's probably limited to an early down guy early in his career.
Giga Chad with the mega snipe, Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter sticks out like a sore thumb because everything else is unk but Travis Hunter on that.
Yeah.
With that being said, I have a Dunze ranked the highest. Can you make it back here? Probably. So I don't have a lot of Kamara, so I'll grab a Kamara.
Oh, dude, I can't. I thought for sure you weren't going to grab Kamara there. I was like, am I about to get Kamara at 58 overall?
Well, I have him ranked like he was the second highest rated player on my board.
Why did you not take Flowers there?
Because he might fall back. I don't know.
No, with me after you, brother? Are you kidding me? This year's
I'm scared.
Nate the Dev is excited about Calvin Ridley falling. This is why we don't let the devs draft. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna keep it a stack. I would just rather play it through Andrews plus Bateman later because I don't know what else to do in those rounds.
I never get Emeka Egbuka, and it drives me nuts, bro.
6-1. Oh, Dunze's a great pick too. You fucking asshole. Did Spicy tell you to do that? Oh.
Danny claps right
Great
into
pick.
his microphone.
Yeah, sorry, my bad. That was probably ear.
Brother,
you guys are in the draft.
Yeah, like I'm picking after you and Nate's picking after you.
Oh God, yo, wide receiver is ugly. Actually, okay.
I know. I'm glad I just grabbed Flowers and Olave there because I have a feeling it's gonna be like fucking Jaden Higgins is the next best receiver next time.
That's why I grabbed Diggs there because, like, dude, if I don't grab Diggs, like, I don't want to take like fucking Jacoby Myers.
Yeah. My main league draft is next Saturday. Live drafts are so fun, man. Yeah, dude. I think I've decided I want to chop up my home league draft and show it to you guys potentially on YouTube if you guys would want to see it. We'll see how it turns out. Maybe it'll be a complete and utter disaster and I won't, I'll hate it and I won't want to show you guys. But if it turns out well, I might show it off my home league draft.
Yeah. Who knows? Depending on how tedious it is, you can let me know. Maybe I do one next year. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, that's on you.
No, that's what I mean.
You got to organize the 12 people in your league.
No, that's what I mean. I'm saying like, oh yeah, that's another fact. The one that I commish might be easier.
People forget Cordero Patterson's and Arthur Smith's offense. There's another pass catching Completely out on JSN is wild. No, I'm definitely not out on JSN. I'm
You
just
said they're out on JSN.
No, I think I said I'm not completely in on JSN, but I'm not completely out on JSN. I just feel lukewarm about JSN. Like there's players every year where I just go, this guy's just kind of okay. Like I think he's going where he should be going. Maybe I should make a video about players that I'm lukewarm on.
I'm sure that title will do well.
Well, think about it, Danny. We talk about players who we hate, players who we love, but do we talk about players who are just priced appropriately and are decent picks where they're going?
But like, who's going out on YouTube saying, "Oh, I want to know like the picks that are just average"?
Well, I mean, I'd title it something intriguing. I'd be like I would title it
the
like
best picks to finish 7th in your fantasy league.
No, I would title it again. Claps right now.
Sorry.
I would title it something like, I don't know, players I don't know what to think of. I don't know. Like players I can't get a read on, something like that.
Yeah, no, sorry. It's just funny. It's like, yeah, the best picks to finish 7th in your fantasy league.
For
right
someone,
here.
Danny, for someone who's been making content for like 6 years now, the lack of like awareness you have, like clapping at a mic, breathing into it, screaming into it, like you are like the worst with technology. It's insane for someone who's been doing this as long as we've been doing it.
But I don't think people click in to watch me handle a mic. I think people click in because we're having a good time. We're having a draft, and Giga Chad's about to snipe the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Okay, no, he didn't.
There you go.
We're good. Jawan Jennings was not the target.
Jawan Jennings is never the target.
Is never the target. Dude, look at how Unc's team is, and then just a wild Travis Hunter in there.
Yeah, we got to mix it in. 2 wide receivers plus 2 ones for JJ. No, it was one or the other, I think, ambiguity.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
I actually really wanted Laporta. Fuck, I'm pissed. I have St. Brown.
Josh Downs.
I was like, Patrick Mahomes?
Josh Downs. Yeah.
I mean, you guys are gonna give me Patrick Mahomes at pick 82? Like, I think I might just have to take him.
Isn't his ADP like
I'm ranked 69.
His ADP is 83. Why are you acting like it's
ranked
such a...
69?
No, but the way you said it is like, yeah, no, like you guys, I can't believe you let him fall there.
I mean,
1 pick before his ADP.
All I know for sure is that I will not be drafting him in the flock league tomorrow after what he did to me last year.
But like, if you can get him 1 pick ahead of ADP tomorrow, like, are you taking him?
I will. Yeah,
okay,
huge value.
Tomorrow, sorry, Sunday or Saturday. I don't even know my date.
Ah, dude. Okay, maybe I should have just taken Baker because I'm, a complete sand eater and have Mike Evans.
I am surprised you didn't go full Unc on me.
Okay, what do we got? A bunch of disgusting humans as the picks on the board here.
2 good.
I mean, I gotta click Kelsey because I got Mahomes. So
yeah, there you go. Take him.
That's what I gotta do.
And I don't know if this is the offense I want to get correlation of, but let's get another giant.
Dude, yeah, there you go. Anytime you can stack up multiple giants, you got to do it.
Well, dude, how is Tracy's still a 95 ADP? And everything we're hearing is that they want to make him the lead back, the 3 down back for this team.
Anytime you can draft the RB 34 in points per game because he's the lead back for the Giants, you got to do it. I'm just kidding. I've been drafting him a lot too.
Yeah, I mean.
Seahawks line is bad though. Darnold folds under pressure. Yeah, I mean those are valid points for sure. But I think even if Darnold folds under the pressure and Seahawks line is ass, I mean JSN could still have 150 plus targets, no problem.
For sure. Where
you think Monty will become a handcuff since Ben Johnson is gone and Gibbs gets a full workload? Nemesis, I'm starting to believe that more and more by the day. Jahmyr Gibbs might be in store for a fucking legendary season.
Oh, dude. I mean, I literally said that to you. He's my RB1 in fantasy this year.
I'm getting close, man.
He's my RB1.
I'm getting close to ranking him 1-1.
I'm not there. Again, I had him 102 for a little bit. I think the reason why I moved him to 103 specifically was that I just hate the wide receivers falling compared to the like. It's not hate. Okay, I like Ladd. I like AJ Brown. I just have Chase Brown aggressively ranked, and I like the opportunity bundle of a CD Lamb plus Chase. What happened? CD Lamb plus Chase Brown in relation to the wide receiver plus Jahmyr Gibbs. But if you're comfortable more with the wide receivers and maybe you're not as high on Chase Brown and you wanted to take Jahmyr Gibbs 101, 102, like I don't think it's outrageous at all. He's in that tier for me.
Yeah, I mean, a million people have asked me what is the best spot to pick from on the number 1 draft strategy video, and to me the answer is probably top 4, but really anywhere that you can get Bijan and Gibbs. So if you feel confident you could get Bijan or Gibbs at 5, then it would be top 5. But I would say give me top 4 because I value Lamb Yeah,
like right
well,
there.
we all know that, Danny.
But it's not even that. It's just because of the running backs that are available, and that like the reason why I say like even though I like Lamb and I would take him 102, 103, it's like even if I knew he'd be going at the 105, 106 in your league, I would still rather the 103 just to take him there because I like the early third so much better than mid third.
Yeah, no, I think that's fair.
Also, Andrews just got sniped.
Yeah, I mean, Arthur says, how is Gibbs not 101? I mean, you could
You can get there.
absolutely get me there, dude. I took him in a Great Dane draft, a $250 entry draft. I took him 101. So I'm willing to do it for sure. Especially like you guys are in full PPR leagues with like first down bonuses to running backs. Like that's what my home league is. Like, dude, Jahmyr Gibbs in that format, like he's going to be automatic 25 a game.
Yeah. Someone that, as you like to say, you feel cozy about.
I feel so cozy about investing in that offense, that player, breakaway speed, receiving upside. Like he has everything that you could possibly want aside from a 75% opportunity share, which is possible this year. It's possible. I'm not 100% certain it's going to be the case, but it is possible. What else do we got? iTest says Tet is the real deal. Yeah, I mean, iTest said Chase Claypool was the real deal, though, so can't go off the iTest all the time. Middle of the pack, leaning towards a small rebuild. Yeah, in a small rebuild, I think getting 2 1s plus those wide receivers definitely makes a lot of sense. Okay, I'm back up on the clock here. Bo Nix, pretty highly valued player for me here. I never know what to do. I'll mix and match the old tight end and the young tight end here. We'll go Kelsey and Loveland.
Oh, I wanted so bad to pair Warren and Loveland, but now reacting to that, I think Nate was going to take him.
Yeah, Loveland and Kelsey. I mean, you get one upside guy who's older, but then one upside guy who's younger. It feels pretty good to me. Tough.
Oh yeah, no, that would have been fire.
I don't get why Corum is still available in the 18th. I mean,
like,
that's a fair. I think that's a fair point to bring up because Corum is probably the primary handcuff. I would say to Kyron Williams.
They split time. Like they both should be like literally 180s. Like
I'm gonna grab Rashad Bateman here.
I would agree that the ancillary backs are probably undervalued though, because that's just an offense that you want to be targeting. Now, maybe because the uncertainty right now with Stafford, but I don't know. I still feel good about those running backs at their current costs.
I need a run back for the Green Bay side of this stack of Flowers and Bateman.
Well, wait, you took Bateman?
Yeah,
dog.
I have Flowers. I'm already correlated to the offense.
Lamar.
Well, you passed on Flowers already, so I didn't think you were interested in
what did I say when I passed on Flowers? Because I would backdoor a Bateman or Andrews later. You're insane.
I don't know. I wanted he was the best receiver on the board.
Backdoor.
Who was I going to take that receiver if I didn't take Bateman? Cooper Kupp? Like, gross.
Or just take a running back. You have 2 running backs.
What? I don't want to be that person, but I appreciate y'all didn't get a Glazer for y'all league. All the videos were super cringe. You mean like the Mason Glazers? Is that what you're referring to? I didn't really have a problem with that. That was more like Avery's issue. That seemed to be really mad about Mason getting all the hype or whatever. I personally just assumed that once they got in the league, they would start talking shit about all of us. That was kind of my assumption. I guess that's not maybe necessarily the case all the time, but I just assumed that's what would have happened if they got into the league. So I was kind of more valuing guys who could make really good clips and, you know, be a good personality and that kind of thing. I didn't really care as much about who was, you know, honing in on the league dynamic because they weren't in the league yet.
I focus a little bit more on that because I do think it is relevant.
It's relevant. I just assumed that stuff would be picked up by someone who's in a league.
Well, it's relevant in the sense that if, for example, if Sean had talked about everyone, it would have been a 10 out of 10. But I'm not going to be insulty and say, oh, because he didn't talk about me, I'm going to rank him. Like, with all due respect to the guys that ranked him 5, I think it's outrageous halving your grade. Like, to me, it's like, okay, you want to rank him at an 8, an 8.5 because he didn't talk about everybody. That's one thing. But like, I don't know. Some of the grades were especially low.
Some of them were a little Mickey Mouse. Yeah. Like I think some of the other, like some of the worst videos got higher grades from Avery than that one, which to me is just not ideal. Like specifically the Antler Ice first one that we talked about. Sawyer said, any chance y'all could drop a printable draft sheet? I saw the Land guys did that and just thought it would be nice. So Sawyer, 1, we have our printable draft sheet in our manifesto. 2, I can talk to Jason, our thumbnail guy, about potentially making it for us. But I do think the like check off, like use it on the laptop, it personally is the way that I like to draft. But if you do want a printable sheet, you can print it off. It's just you know, you got to adjust the margins and whatnot. I think it should be printable. Let me know if anybody's tried to print off the draft ready cheat sheet, but that will undergo a major update this weekend when I get all the risk ratings and whatnot in there.
Dude, the wide receivers on the board are fucking.
I think Danny, one thing we should do as well is we should do the draft of our sleepers, breakouts, busts
Today, or yeah,
we should do it. Well, the reason I'm saying we should do it before those videos come out, because those videos don't come out for like a week and a half, 2 weeks from now. But we should do it now so that we can highlight them in the draft guide so that people know who they're going to be.
Okay.
If they're drafting, say this week.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Okay, I'm back on the clock here. Tajay Spears fell again. I don't really want him though. I'll grab. I got this board kind of sucks.
It's all running backs.
Piece.
Yeah, tight ends.
I'll take. Honestly, I feel like I don't really want to get locked at QB. I'm gonna just grab Trevor Lawrence.
Also, sorry, I'm just reading through some comments. So, how is JSN kind of mid? I'm not saying JSN the player's mid. I'm just saying the situation is mid. On top of that, Darnold played well last year, but this is objectively a worse situation than Minnesota. It's no hate on JSN. I think he's a fine late third rounder. It's just I don't think he's going to be a guy that you're going to win your league because of.
Yeah, I don't anticipate winning my league because of JSN either. But
Keenan's
if you
let's
say you drafted, you know, let's say you drafted, where's JSN go? Mid third round. Let's say you drafted Jahmyr Gibbs at 105, AJ Brown at 207 or whatever, 208, and then you got JSN as your third pick, and AJ Brown smashes and Jahmyr Gibbs smashes. Then yeah, JSN could really help you win a league. I guess the hit to me, the way that JSN looks like if he hits big, is like he looks like Terry McLaurin from last year. He looks like himself. Like he was objectively a really good pick. I think the one underrated thing about JSN is like if we do the game splits thing all the time, if you go like post week, you know, bye week on from the Seahawks, JSN was like a 20 point per game receiver. Like he was really, really good at the end of the season. Of course, a lot of that was aided by that huge game that he had.
I also think it is a quarterback downgrade.
I do too, but I honestly don't think it affects JSN a ton.
I agree with you. I think part of it too is again, I have JSN about ADP. It's not like I think he's a bad pick. I don't know. I just don't see the 18, 19, 20. Like if Marv hits, it is a guy that is going to be a big time difference maker. If JSN hits, it's like, can he finish wide receiver 9 in points per game? It's like, obviously that's a great hit. Like that's a very, very valuable third rounder, but I don't see where I get completely burned by him.
Yeah, I mean, wide receiver 9 in points per game. If that's in his range of outcomes, I think
he's going off the board like what, wide receiver 13. So it's like it's a small win.
If you draft a wide receiver 13 to 16 where JSN goes off the board and he finishes wide receiver 9, I would consider that more than a small win. Yeah, I think that's a very like 75th type of percentile win.
Yeah, you like oatmeal a little bit more than me.
Do you push their stream to try and get them to 50K?
Yeah, sure.
Because I can't put links in the chat. Like if you want to link theirs in the chat, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, I can. So what Spicy Hot's saying to me is the land guys are live right now. They're doing a listener league, I believe. And they are
live
almost,
at 8.
Yeah, they're almost. Are they not live yet?
Yeah,
they're live.
Right? I saw it was scheduled at 8.
Yeah, so they're live right now, and they are trying to get to 50,000 subscribers. So if you guys are not subscribed to the Fantasyland guys, definitely go ahead and do that. Obviously, they make great content, and they're a part of the Flock League, and they're a part of the site. So we can vouch for them as very, very qualified. If you're not already watching them, which you probably are.
I mean, you're looking at Mr. CEO right here.
Yeah, for sure. I actually just realized something. If they're live doing a listener league draft, how the fuck am I going to go in there and cook after we're done this? Yeah, they don't care.
They know. Like, they said their fans know they're here. You know?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Okay, I might just go cook then.
Go cook.
Yeah, I'm starving, bro. I'm starving. Been up since 4 a.m. too, so I'm fucking gassed.
I don't like taking a guy out for a few weeks, but it's still decent value. You had Garando next too. Yeah, I'm just a solid drafter. I don't know what to say. I'm trolling. Sorry, Corey, you vibe killer. We can't hear when Danny claps. The mic is good.
Oh, is it fine?
That is just one of us ADHD boys. We are rambunctious. Shout out. Are you just gonna give me Mahomes as a line I've heard so many times from Corey?
Yeah, I have said it. I did say it in the Flock League also last year, and it didn't really work out for me. So, I mean, in my defense, I didn't think that Rashee Rice's knee was going to explode. Marquise Brown wasn't going to play the whole season. Travis Kelce was going to be washed, and Xavier Worthy was going to be useless until week 11. But that's exactly what played out. What are we on the board here?
Kaka.
Uncle Hunter Henry.
You got to go Austin Eckler, bro.
I mean, Eckler is such an. If I draft too much Eckler, that could really backfire on my.
I have so much Eckler,
life.
Bro. I got a share.
Grab Xavier Legette, I guess. I don't know.
I got a share of Eckler today at like 173. Did you already take Legette? Oh, okay, yeah. Now obviously Keenan signing isn't great, so I don't want to overexpose myself to Quinn Johnson. So I'm just going to take Jalen McMillan. I feel good with like the floor play of some of my receivers like Downs, Diggs, Adams. They should help early on. But if McMillan enters my lineup, it's probably because it's going to be a very big ceiling week for him. So
yeah, no, he's a guy that like he's going to be waiver wire speed dial. Him, Adonai Mitchell, Dontavian Wicks, any receiver who's a really good number 3, number 4 around the NFL. Like they're some of the few guys that you rush the waiver wire to get in a redraft league if the starters get injured.
Is it true that Danny is 6'8" and Bush is 5'3"? It does look I'm so much bigger than you based off the camera, but we are like identical height.
Yeah, we're like hilarious. Identical height, but Danny's got about a bill on me. So
yeah, no, I'm a thick lad.
Full PPR keeper, Neighbors for a 4th or Jaden Daniels for a 13th. I think you got to take Jaden for a 13th, right?
You got to give me Daniela.
Jaden Daniela.
Daniela.
Neighbors for a 4 is also really good, though.
It is.
I don't know which. That's a tough decision. So which one are you going with there? Full PPR keeper.
So let me ask you this: would you rather have Jaden Daniels and your 3rd round pick? Or sorry, okay, the way Jaden Daniels is a 3rd round type of ADP player. Malik Neighbors is a late 1. What would you pay to move up from the late 3rd to the late 1st? Like, would you give up your 3rd round or your 4th round?
I'd give up like my 5th round pick for sure.
So if that's the case for you, then you'd probably take Neighbors.
Yeah, I think I'd probably
that's the best way
Neighbors,
to
but man, Jaden in the 13th round, like that's really hard to.
That's the best way to equate it.
It's a really hard to pass up that value for sure.
Let's see. I'm just kind of scrolling through some of these just in case. Heard Whispers, Breece Hall to Dallas. I saw some of those rumors as well. Honestly, I think that's probably the best case for both teams at this point.
Yeah, as my Breece Hall bag holder self would love that.
Dude, for the sake of my team, I just drafted in BBM, please.
I also just don't have any Braylon Allen, though, so that would kind of suck for that.
Yeah, no, that is.
Because Braylon Allen, where's Braylon Allen get picked if Breece Hall gets traded?
I mean, like it's tough because Isaiah Davis will be involved.
Well, let's just. I think a lot of people
4th round pick,
5th round pick. Allen would be the starter. Though,
4th rounder, 5th rounder.
Oh, you think he'd go that high?
I think people will push him up.
I think he would go right around Caleb Johnson, but maybe a little bit higher.
He'll probably. You're right. I'm probably a little bit too high there where the market ends up, but I would say probably between that ADP, like maybe where Kamara goes.
Yeah, I think I wouldn't be able to take him that high.
I wouldn't either, but I'm just saying where the market would have him.
I think the market would have him right around just ahead of like RJ Harvey. I think that's probably where he would.
Because keep in mind too, we also like Isaiah Davis more than maybe other people do.
Yeah,
sure. I'll take an Alec Pierce.
Subscriber league. The comments are, is this the block league? It's just
Team at 2 Cook. Yeah,
it would be funny if it was the Flock League and like no one told them that it wasn't.
Who's the team at 2? Is that Spicy? No, MPass. Okay.
Did y'all see ESPN updated their ranking ADP? Chase Brown and Pollard got moved up because Kyron and Caleb moved down.
Why would Kyron move down?
Yeah, that is weird. That Kyron moved down. We do have to pull. ESPN is so cringe with the way that they do their ADP. Their ADP is not their ADP. It's Mike Clay's projections and Mike Clay's rankings. So I have to like literally pull Mike Clay's rankings and projections, and it's not in CSV format. So I have to tell ChatGPT to put it in CSV format so that I can upload it to the draft guide, because it's really annoying that ESPN doesn't just use an ADP source. Because I remember last year, you ESPN players, you Yahoo players were like, guys, you're using ESPN ADP to tell us the biggest values, but that's not what the ADP is when you're drafting. It's Mike Clay's projections that you're drafting off of. It's Yahoo X rankings that you're drafting off of. So that is corrected in the draft guide this year, because a lot of you guys talked about that last year. And I felt bad that we put out those videos with like the wrong ADP sources.
Yeah. So, by the way, Miami, I'm assuming we're going to do one more of this?
Yeah, we'll do another puppy after this
Do-
draft if you guys want to do another, or we can do another BBM. I think puppies. People
Yeah.
like the puppies. We can do another one.
Yeah, so in terms of can I join the mock draft? So we'll count it down. It's first come, first serve. There is no link, unfortunately, but if you do go over, like you said, we're doing the puppy.
Yeah.
If you go over to the puppy 3 lobby, you just enter it as we kind of count it down on the stream. You should be able to get in with us.
Yeah, as long as we don't get unlucky and like when I enter the draft, it's like full immediately. That would be the only reason that it would screw us. But
Dude, what flop? There's no way. Dude, Lamb's ADP was like 104, 105, and Amonra's was like in the early second. There's no way they swap that. In sleeper?
what are you talking about, sir?
He said in sleeper, ARSB is higher than Lamb right now in the update.
Oh, did sleeper update their ADP?
But that's what I mean. Like that doesn't make sense to me because they were literally 105 and like 109, 110 maybe. Like I don't know where exactly St. Brown was going. Let me
that's
take a look. I'm curious now. Can I sign
Neil
in?
saying BBM. Yeah, I mean whatever people want to do. If you guys want to do a BBM instead of a puppy, we can do that. We'll just see.
Yeah.
We'll see what's good. What everyone wants to do here.
So just mock drafts. Okay. I'm going to see it now. Yeah. What? Oh, dude. Sleeper's ADP is cooked right now. Are you seeing this?
Saquon Barkley, Bijan, Jefferson, Gibbs, St. Brown, Lamb, Puka, Henry, Neighbors, Genty, Collins, Thomas, McCaffrey at 14. Yeah, I mean, sleeper ADP is exploitable.
Horrible.
Fellas. It's exploitable.
I think sleeper is the best one, but actually ESPN that's the sharpest.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Can I just say that they're all not sharp?
Also, so I'm in a dilemma right now because on one hand I have Russ to stack with Neighbors, but on the other hand I have about 21 picks of CLV on Sam Darnold.
Yeah,
I can't pass on Sam Darnold. He's just a better projection, and I'm getting 22 picks of CLV here.
Yeah, do it. I'm gonna take the starting running back for the Cowboys right here. I have way too much Miles Sanders, bro. Like I'm way too confident that Miles Sanders.
You're more confident than I am, which is probably not a good sign.
I just think that they all suck, but one guy has proven that he doesn't totally suck.
The issue is, I agree with you that they all suck. I think the team's gonna notice that and get active on it. That's my issue with it.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you mentioned like we were talking. I mean, spoiler alert, you guys will see the running back video, but you mentioned like, what if Kamara does get dealt at the deadline? It's like the desperate team that would do it would be us, and it fucking sucks to say that out loud.
Yeah, the Cowboys traded a 4th rounder for Jonathan Mingo, so
yeah, we're not very good. Also, Sean Tucker seems decent here.
I draft so much Darius Slayton too. I don't know what it is. I just think he's such a good pick where he goes.
Actually, I got all Colts correlation, and like I have a bunch of receiving threats. So the thesis of this team is okay. Jonathan Taylor misses time, and DJ Giddens gets a starting running back. They throw the ball more.
Yeah, that's fair.
I like how this team turned out, though.
What's y'all's preferred app to play and run leagues on? I mean, I only run leagues on Sleeper personally. I haven't run a league on another app in like 4 years. I think the last platform I ran that wasn't Sleeper was Yahoo, and then before that we used NFL Fantasy for my home league. I've never used ESPN, so I have no clue what the like situation is there. I've never used any other platform like CBS or anything else like that. So I mean, if you use CBS, like dude, pour the sand back out on the beach. Yeah, quit eating it. If you use CBS to draft your fantasy league, you probably are buying like what's the fucking milk called? That's like the weird name.
Cream?
No, I can't. There's like a type of milk that hippies drink that's that only CBS fantasy drafters probably use.
Cream.
But anyways, yeah. There's people use CBS when you grow up. That's
fair
point. Yap, Corey.
Hemp milk.
Hemp milk?
Lactaid.
No, that's not what I was talking about. Lactaid. Isn't Lactaid a supplement so that you can digest dairy? How much is the buy-in for the
Fairlife?
Fairlife? No,
I drink Fairlife.
It's like a weird. So there's an episode of 2.5 Men where Alan wants Charlie to buy it. It's just like a weird name of milk though. Like it's like acidophilus milk or something. I think that maybe is what it's called.
Hip Organic Baby Formula.
Fairlife Fairlife doesn't have lactose. How much is the buy-in for the Flock League? The Flock League is like just a grand prize to winner take all. That is, not Kiefer.
And if you're thinking like, okay, well, what's the grand prize? No, it's a grand prize.
Yeah, it's a grand prize for winner take all.
Like literally, it's a grand prize.
Milk Rant. Kiefer, no, Kiefer's a little bit different than milk. Kiefer's gas, though. I love Kiefer. Anyways, you want to do another puppy? Let me know in the chat. You guys want to do a puppy, or do you want to do a BBM as well?
Yeah, I could fuck with another puppy.
Lactate merciless here. Can we light up at the Flock meetup? I don't smoke anymore. Is it even legal? Is it legal in this state?
Is it legal in
no? Okay, Spicy's shaking his head.
Oh,
okay. People are saying puppy in the chat, so we'll rip a puppy.
We'll rip a puppy.
Okay.
We are official professional puppy enterers.
We are entering puppies.
At will.
Okay, so I'm gonna count us down from 5 here. 5. Actually, let's go to the main lobby here before I'll give some people a chance to get to the main lobby. Puppy 3, underdogfantasy.com, promo code FSE. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we are entering the draft. And we are waiting for one person, so we might have not gotten too many of you guys in here.
That was crazy timing for us, by the way. Oh, bang.
Yeah, what do we got? 104, beautiful. Love it.
Get the Pittsburgh Feelers in here.
Yeah, puppies was the overwhelming majority, but we did have Michael saying BBM in here.
Texas is lame. Damn.
I guess puppies are just the GOAT for people wanting to join them. I feel like half of you guys are not joining BBMs with us, but puppies are just everyone gets all hot and bothered for them.
You know, people are avid puppy enjoyers.
How can I join the next mock draft? I mean, we'll see how long this one goes. I'm getting pretty hungry. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't know if I got another one in me.
Look who Flapjack's got in his draft. I got Giga Chad in my draft.
We'll be live doing more of these probably tomorrow or the next day. So we'll probably be streaming longer. It's just that I've been up since 4 a.m. Because we were on a plane. So I only got a little bit more energy left in the tank, and I also want to eat some food. But whatever stream we do either tomorrow or Friday will probably be a little bit longer.
We got the breakout.
What y'all think is the ideal amount of running backs to draft? On Underdog, the ideal amount of running backs to draft has been 5 or 6. If you invest heavily in the position, it's 5. If you need more guys, because you didn't spend that high of draft capital, it's 6. That's courtesy of Hayden Winks. He's done some research on the topic, like what's the most optimal amount of wide receivers to draft, quarterbacks to draft, tight ends to draft, when should you get them, so on and so forth. So if you want to check out that article, I think it's called What Has Worked in Every Year of BBM, I think is what it's called. And it was from like June. It was like from a while ago, but it was like really, really informative as far as like roster construction and structure and things of that nature. So definitely check that out if you guys are new Underdog players, especially. That's a really good gauge to just know, okay, generally I should be drafting 2 to 3 quarterbacks. Generally I should be drafting 5 or 6 wide receivers, no more, no less. Usually, like if you're going to draft 7 running backs or 4 running backs, it's in really specific builds. Wide receiver wise, it's usually 7 or 8 most of the time. Again, 9 wide receivers, really specific builds, 6 wide receivers, really specific builds. And then tight ends, generally, you're going to not want to go more than 3, I would say.
Look, Mike's in with Giga Chat as well, so his ball is life. So I'm assuming there was probably 2 drafts that filled at once, and half of our chat got in with Giga Chat.
Dude, someone, we got to figure out who Giga Chat is, man. He's always in here, and we know you're listening to us right now. There's no shot that this is a coincidence. Like, somebody expose Giga Chat in the chat.
Dude, I'm telling you, he was in the stream once. He said, yo, I'm Giga Chat or whatever.
I just don't remember who it is.
I forget, too.
Arthur says, yup, here with Giga. Nemesis says the flock will live forever. Is this Mason?
Oh, shout out. By the way, I'm not sure if you guys did take in. So I had to check what my ownerships were. Out of Gibbs, Bijan, and Lamb, I had Gibbs like by far the least. So I want to at least make sure I'm at market, if not above market on Gibbs, given how highly I think of him, how I have him ranked as a top 3 asset. So I will take him there at the 102, even though I do have Lamb there. There was like an 11% difference in their ownership percentage for me.
Fake Cowboys fan.
I mean, I got like 17% Lamb and 6% Gibbs.
Those are rookie numbers. You got to get that, get those numbers up. If you got Lamb 102, you should have 25% of them, in my opinion.
Gibbs 103.
Still, if you got Lamb 102, he should be a 25% roster player for you.
Oh, buddy. I mean, when I'm drafting 150 of these things, sadly, I'm just not going to do that in every draft.
I said percentage, not like every draft. Okay. Chase Brown, T. Higgins. Let's do the Danny Ladd special here. Let's go with CD and Chase.
That's a great pick. Dude, I have the 105 in my home league, and I'm gonna do a core thing. I pray they're not watching right now, but if I can get my way, it'll be CeeDee Lamb at 105 and Chase Brown at 106, 208.
Arthur, I've really flattened out the Godwin exposure. It was a lot higher at one point. Let me take a look actually what it is. I think it's like in the low teens now because it was like 20-25% at one point.
Also, let's go all NFC North here. 2 matchups against each other. Detroit versus Green Bay. Probably going to be 2 higher over under games. So,
yeah. Godwin exposure. It's still pretty high, actually, 16%. I definitely got to get that number down.
I would love a T. Higgins here. I feel fantastic. He's definitely
16%. Still probably too high for Chris Godwin though, for real.
Kyron, wow.
Kyron, yeah.
I'll go with a T.
Yeah, I would have liked T to fall back to me with the Chase.
You can get
Stack up. I will probably take a QB
you don't
most
have
likely
Chase.
here.
Oh, Chase Brown.
Chase Brown. Yeah, I could grab Harrison here. I'll take Josh. Give me Josh Allen.
Yeah, you can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong. Taking a profit here.
And that's the thing too. Is like even though these quarterbacks, like technically speaking, go mid to late first usually. I mean, you got them at 3-4, but more so like 307, 308, 309, 310s, 10 where you tend to see them go. I mean, I guess they're slowly rising now, but I've seen their ADP closer to that 32, 33 range. At the same time, I am fully on board with them rising because I do want some teams with CeeDee Lamb to be paired with Lamar Jackson, to be paired with Josh Allen, because I mean, we always say this all the time, but in a week 17 scenario where you need the highest scoring players, the nuts across your lineup, I feel very good about CeeDee Lamb and Josh Allen and their chances of being the number 1 overall players at their position. So if that's the case, like I do want combos of those guys, even if I have to reach on ADP.
Yeah, no, it's so hard not to like, cause it's, I can get quarterbacks later. I can draft 3 quarterback builds and stuff. It's so hard to deny that it's very possible and probably likely that one of the top 4 quarterbacks has an unrecoverable level of points in week 17. Like one of them, let's say it's Daniels, let's say it's Hurts, let's say it's Allen, let's say it's Jackson. One of them drops a 40 burger in week 17 and you can't win without them.
Who did I lose to in week 7? Or it wasn't week 17. Sorry. It was week 14 last week going into the playoffs. I lost because Josh Allen had a 52-point week against the Rams in the Flock League.
That's amplified even more in Best Ball Mania.
But that's what I'm saying. So it's like
final.
So it's like, dude, like him and Lamar Jackson are the only 2 quarterbacks, and maybe Jaden Daniels, which is why I mentioned that you get spoiler in the quarterback video. Like if he does take that step as a passer, I do think the efficiency there can post him entering that area, but you just don't find quarterbacks that can score 40, 45, 50 fantasy points on a given week. That just doesn't happen. And the fact that we do have that, but it's in a limited capacity on this climate, like why were we drafting the Peyton Manning, the Aaron Rodgers, those types of quarterbacks round 1, round 2 back in the early 2010s, but we're not drafting these elite Konami code quarterbacks anywhere like past the round 3 area?
Yeah, no, for sure. I actually almost just got Devontae Adams falling to 45.
Oh, that would have been nuts.
Insane.
That's where you have him ranked.
Yeah, it is. And Adams, I've dropped him down mostly actually due because I did get a lot of exposure to him. And I wanted less exposure to him. But yeah, he obviously is a guy that I'm semi-worried about if Stafford's banged up, because I do think Adams is the one that suffers more if Stafford's not playing well.
I don't get a lot of Jameson Williams. I'm doing this now because I think Hunter can make it back to me unless Max Million's in the chat. Hopefully not, but playing the ADP game here, hopefully I can get Jameson Williams and Travis Hunter. That would be ideal because I do have that Lions exposure with Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and I'm starting to get higher on Jameson Williams. Again, we were pretty staunch anti against Jameson Williams earlier in the offseason, but we're kind of baking in that this offensive complexion could look completely different with Morton.
Oh, there we go. Look at living our best life.
Hey, let's go.
Giga Chad. Have y'all playing on TV, so it takes forever to type.
Appreciate
not
you,
active
brother.
in chats. Listening often though. Fun to draft with y'all. Hey,
the
Giga
man,
Chad,
the myth, the legend.
We found you.
Yo,
we found you, Giga Chad.
Shout out Giga Chad, bro. No, you are consistent because every single time I enter a draft, I see Giga Chad in my draft. So that's how we know that you're watching. That's how we know that you're getting in the mix here. And as you know, all in well, the best practice you can get for your home leagues for those of you that are unaware, Underdog Fantasy.
Yeah, I never take DJ Moore, and he fell like 7 picks past ADP. So if I'm gonna get some shares, so I don't have a complete donut on the guy, I should probably take him when he slides a little bit.
I'm just gonna be on. I'm gonna have a complete donut on him because, like, when he falls at ADP value, it's still 20 picks ahead of where.
So the one thing that scares me a little bit, Take a Chad's Mike Tyson. The one thing that scares me a little bit about DJ Moore is that he is a very high weekly ceiling player. So in week 17, he could really burn you for not having any shares.
That's the thing too.
And the offense could be good enough that, like maybe Odunze is the one, quote unquote, and like what you think to be the case comes to fruition. But DJ Moore could be the guy that you needed during the fantasy playoffs or during just that week 17 game. So I don't want to be out on him. I tend to think that him and Odunze, like I'm a coward and I have them ranked back to back. I tend to think that him and Odunze are going to perform similarly. And if Odunze is the cheaper one, then obviously I'm targeting him more. But I don't want to be out completely on DJ Moore because he is the wide receiver one in his prime archetype is something that I can't get over. When I think about DJ Moore, it's like he is the best archetype of receiver that you can be in the mid rounds.
Yeah, it's just more so. I mean, it just goes back to opportunity cost. I'm just not taking a guy valued as a clear number one on his team when I think it's very possible that a lot of these guys chip in, man. Like, and again, from a best ball perspective,
mid round 5 DJ Moore, I'll take. Early round 4 DJ Moore, I will not take.
I can't get on board with the fact that he's so much more expensive than Odunze when I have Odunze just significantly ranked higher.
Yeah, no, that's totally fair.
Yeah, but like again, like if you're going to mix an exposure, especially when you're drafting 150 teams, you may as well do it on the teams where he slips as far as he did in ADP, where that's what almost a 7-pick slip. So yeah,
I don't disagree with this take too. Like I do think that DJ Moore could be an ideal Ben Johnson player because if you think of that St. Brown role, the guy over the middle making things happen in the screen game, that kind of stuff, DJ Moore is really built for that stuff.
Also, Neil, no more Keenan, brother. Yeah, I understand that, but I would also argue that no more Keenan is actually a bad thing for DJ Moore.
Dude, I thought I was going to get Kamara pick 69 just now.
Is actually a bad thing for DJ Moore because the two guys that they replace Keenan with are just substantially more talented.
Oh, dude, if Kamara had fallen to 69 there, that would have been insane.
That would have been nice.
I'm gonna.
That's like full round past ADP Kamara. I mean,
it's like
I'm not even a Kamara guy, but that's outrageous.
Take digs with that selection. That's fine.
Yeah, I like that spot. So I got my 2 running backs here. I honestly think I'm just gonna grab a running back and a receiver on this turn. I'm complete unk style, I guess, but
so.
Hey man, Pacheco just shouldn't be the 71st overall pick in drafts.
If you add pick values to your players, I can make an auction value algorithm for you. Okay, what do you mean by pick values? Like, like numerically, like what each pick is worth?
Yeah.
I mean, we could just we don't have that information, but I know Fantasy Pros does have it, and we can just use what they have. It's not going to be a perfect 1-to-1 comparison, but we could use whatever they value the 101 at as that value, whatever they value the 102 at as that value.
Where's my next pick
for auction purposes? Just to give the auction, because I know the auction bros are starving for content, bro. Like, there's not a lot of auction players making content out there, and I think it's such a cool niche. I've never done an auction draft, so I just don't feel qualified to give advice on auction.
Wait, can you make your own rankings on Underdog? So the way you would make your own rankings on Underdog is if you can upload them as a CSV.
Well, I can show you quickly how you can do it. So if you go to the rankings tab, can you see this right now? Yeah,
not on stream.
Yeah, you're just
not
behind.
updated.
You're behind.
Okay.
Okay, so if you go to the rankings tab, you can see this like CSV upload download feature here. You can basically just hit a CSV upload and then upload a CSV of your rankings, but you can also like use the default rankings and then kind of maneuver them around and make your own rankings that way. We also have in our redraft rankings manifesto our own rankings, which are in CSV format already, so that you guys who are using them can just basically load them in and you'll be good to go. But if you do want to make your own rankings, you can just go to the rankings tab and then kind of maneuver the players around. And then where it says on my screen here, you can see it says my rank ADP. You get to see that part. And I did move Jaden Reed way down my rankings. I just haven't loaded in a new CSV since then.
So what is the word? Not certain week 1. He's still in a boot.
Yeah.
Very non-committal by the coach.
I would say he deserves to drop about 2 rounds in ADP for that. I was willing to take him kind of in that like 6th, 7th round, 6-7 turn type of area.
Yeah.
And now I think he's more of like an 8th rounder, maybe a 9th rounder even.
Yeah, let me
just because I think you're getting out to a slow start coming into the season already banged up. It's not really a great situation to be in.
Let me take a look. Like, I don't think I've quite adjusted him too far. I would move him down at least to the next tier. I think the thesis for him would be, I mean, like him versus Godwin's like a discussion. Jacoby Myers, Debo Samuel, that tier. I think at the start of that tier with Godwin's probably where I'm gonna end up. Like right after the Pearsall, the Ridley, the Judy, the Addison, the DJ Moore, and the Matthew Golden.
Yeah.
Thoughts
on Dallas Goedert? I mean, in best ball, I actually love him quite a bit. I think he's a really good best ball pick. He's a little bit worse in managed formats for sure, but in best ball, I love him.
Wait, who?
Dallas Goedert.
Gotcha.
He's like made for best ball. You get access to a good offense. You don't have to choose when to start the guy. Like he's perfect for best ball.
Yeah.
Jacob Sanderson and Paul from Pure Potential have pick values for their ranks. I didn't know that. I didn't know they were doing that. It's just valued in base first. Yeah, I didn't know that. But
are you taking your boy?
Who's
you have 4 receivers. I mean, are you gonna go with Godwin? Mixing 2 decent value.
I don't really like either of them, to be honest, on the board. This round just dries up and makes me want
Which is why, I would rather take the impact players that are falling.
Yeah, I know. That's where I'm at with it, too.
I mean, I'm going to take whoever you don't between Mixon and Godwin, ideally.
I'll take Joe.
Jumbo Joe.
Oh, I got auto-picked Chris.
Damn. I was kind of preferring Chris because I didn't want to go with a 4th running back.
Well, there we go. We got auto-picked Chris instead. Andrew, I'm a Blue Jays fan. Danny's a Fairweather Red Sox fan. I'm a Fairweather Blue Jays fan though.
I would say I'm casual, but it's not like I don't watch them when they're bad.
Yeah, I never watched the Blue Jays until like the season mattered. To me, like baseball, just how about you figure it out and make your season like maximum 82 games? Because like I just have no incentive to watch a baseball game because of it. Because it's just they don't mean shit. Unless I'm going to a game, I just don't really feel the need to follow the sport until the playoffs.
Just have 5 build that running back for me.
Yeah. I don't have a tight end yet. I should probably grab one.
I grabbed Laporta because I don't have a lot of them. And I got like the complete anti-Amondra team. Gibbs, Jamison Williams, and Sam Laporta. I don't know. Interesting.
I'll just take me some Warren because I always take him. I wanted to take Keon there, but I just like something about Keon. Even though I have Allen, I just
weird vibes.
Something about Keon. I just like go. Why am I like about to draft like a 8.5 fantasy point per game scoring receiver? Like I just don't think he's going to be that great.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
This guy's name is Pittsburgh Feelers, which
I said that earlier. You were.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention when you said that. That's crazy.
That's fucking awesome. No, Brock knows the extent of my baseball fanhood. Like I'll message him. I'm like, dude, like this Roman Anthony guy's insane. No, I'm not that much of a casual.
Baseball is just not a real sport. Like, let's just be honest here.
I did message Brock when we re-signed him though, 8x130, and like all the reports were like Roman Anthony left a ton of money on the table because I mean the guy's a rookie and he's already hitting over 800 OPS. So, yeah, I mean it's exciting. 8x130 for a 21-year-old just because he wanted the security and wanted to play for us.
Yeah, I
hopefully
I don't even know who you're talking about. So
hopefully it's the Acuna deal without the injuries.
You mean Osuna?
Ronald Acuna.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the closer.
Yeah, Brock knows it's a steal. Yes, sir.
You can just watch October baseball if you really want. Yeah, I mean, hey, I haven't seen October baseball that I care about in a while, and I think I will this year. So. Because
the Jays are humming
they're
right
in
now.
First in the AL East, aren't they? The entire American League, I'm pretty sure
they're in first. The Sox are in second. The Yankees are in third right now in the division.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take the Jays playing well. Like I obviously like watching the Jays when they're good. I just think, and I
their offense has been nuts. Like
playoff
I've been watching
baseball
it a little bit.
is like entertaining, and I think it is a really good product. If baseball only had 50 games a year, I think the sport would just be generally so much better. But like, you're not going to give up that many events when you sell tickets all the time and shit.
And that's the thing too. Like when you actually sit down and you watch like a highly consequential baseball game and you're watching those pitchers throw absolutely fucking disgusting shit. Like when you watch a pitcher that's locked in and just see the spin rate he can put on a baseball, it's insane.
Yeah, they're pretty dialed.
Like have you watched Paul Skeens when he's on?
I haven't watched it. I'm not even kidding you, dude. I haven't watched a baseball game in since the Jays were last in the playoffs.
Genuinely, like even if it's just not a lot, just like watch like a couple Paul Skeens highlights. Just the way the ball comes out of his hand, the delivery, it's fucking insane. I don't know how they generate that much spin on the baseball. Yeah. With that being said, I think I might have to reach on Jared Goff here. I mean, this isn't even a reach. Okay, I'm sort of by my rankings. He's literally the top ranked player. What am I talking about? Reach.
Arthur knows what he's doing with this comment. Trade JMO for Pickens and Dynasty.
Absolutely.
I would rather have JMO
I don't have that flavor of autism.
What?
From Arthur.
That's crazy. I don't have the flavor of autism to enjoy baseball. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. I do think that baseball is generally like by far the worst of the 4 American sports, but it's not actually because of the sport itself. It's because of the league and the way that the sport is structured.
Yeah,
like I think a good old fashioned playoff baseball game is as good as a good old fashioned playoff hockey game. Maybe not quite as good. Playoff basketball, playoff hockey, playoff football, playoff baseball, they're all really good products. It's just that baseball has so many goddamn games that it's impossible to follow the sport unless you're a diehard Blue Jays fan. Like my grandpa used to watch like every Blue Jays game. Like I can't commit that much to watching that sport.
Well, I mean, I still remember, like, instead of going to classes, I was watching the Sox playoff baseball. It was when they played the Yankees in the wild card, and oh my God, Ovaldi just absolutely pitched one of the craziest games that I saw from a pitcher that year. And the Yankees were expected to like go really far in the playoffs, and we knocked them out in the first round. And then we eventually lost the Astros. But I mean, who doesn't lose to the Astros when they were in their peak?
Yeah.
But you know who doesn't lose to the Astros actually when they're in their peak was the Braves who beat them in the final.
I mean, don't the Astros just cheat?
Yeah. Oh, that's another story too. The Astros just cheat. Yeah. No, so the year that I'm referencing, Nemesis, that was so the Astros beating the Sox. I believe that was 2020. Like that was the COVID year. It was the COVID year. Because obviously 2018 we won. But yeah, I'm a very baseball casual, but I know like general facts like that.
Yeah, I don't know shit about baseball.
Yeah, Brock knows. Yo, Evaldi was fucking absurd in that game.
I'm so unbelievably mid with my baseball knowledge. It's insane.
Yeah, I just know enough to hold a conversation.
I do not. Got Dylan Sampson there.
I would love my brother here.
Some falling QBs here. I don't really need a quarterback, but I kind of feel like taking one of these guys.
I do. I hope.
I do need a quarterback. Sorry, I just don't have them stacked. I just kind of feel like I should take one of them. I probably should have taken one just now.
I can tell you for free I am. Oh, Tua over McCarthy and Herbert? Sure.
Yeah.
I'll take that. How many picks ahead of ADP was that?
I'll take whatever quarterback falls back to me out of the ones that you don't take here.
Yeah. I'll go Kyle Williams with the first one because I think I should be able to get at least one of these guys.
If you could, actually, never mind. I was gonna say I thought one of them had a bye week crossover with mine.
I think ideally I get McCarthy because Lions versus Vikings week 17.
Who are the Chargers playing week 17?
Texans.
Texans? Okay, I don't have any Houston players.
Jalen Noel.
Yeah,
backdoor.
Take him later.
With that being said, we'll go with young JJ. Go blue.
Yeah, I mean,
hear me out. That lo-fi music is getting me in a nice mood right
now. Dude,
now.
I told you it's got Geno Smith over Justin Herbert. What the fuck is this guy doing?
Someone did that?
What kind of mid are we taking here?
Oh, hell nah, bro. That's what
Justin Herbert and Josh Allen with Justin Herbert 23 picks past ADP. I think we'll take that.
I guess I can always backdoor like a Jalen Naylor or something here, or Ty Felton, worst case. But I mean, Naylor was pretty convincingly running with the first team as a 3.
Yeah, peak baseball for me is the Bautista bat flip and the Rangers series and those games. Those Blue Jays teams are peak baseball for me.
Bautista backflip. That was what
13.
Was it 13 or 15?
13 or 14 or 15. That run of when I was in high school, like Blue Jays were really good.
Was it the year that they made it to the ALCS and then they lost, and then I think the Royals
was it Cleveland? No, who beat us in the
Royals? I think wasn't it the Royals who won the World Series?
I think so. There was a year that Cleveland took us out of the playoffs. I think because their fucking bullpen was insane that year. Was it Cleveland? Because I know Cleveland lost 1 year to the Cubs. I think that was 2016. So that would have been the following year. I think. Brock knows. Like, what are the exact years? Right. Correct it if you're wrong.
Those were our like
Joey Bats, Edwin Encarnacion, Kevin Pillar was on those teams.
Wait.
Lots of classics there on those teams. I can't remember who shortstop
Nemesis
was, but we had a good shortstop too.
Do you remember 2020 season Sox played the Yankees in Fenway when fans were not allowed to attend games and he climbed his way? Wait, who climbed their way into the stadium? That's fucking insane.
Yeah, no, dude, the Jays are doing well right now.
Oh,
both our classics are cooking.
Yeah, dude, prime Andrew Miller was a baller because I remember I remembered it be like this because I used to have a couple of the MLB The Show games and he was like just by far the highest rated reliever.
Arthur goes, can we go back to milk talk?
We could talk basketball, but Corey might get bored.
Dude, I cheer for a real basketball team. So
talk hockey.
Yeah. How about we just talk the sport that we stream?
That's a good idea.
Hashtag stick to football.
Oh man. Also, those koozies are so cool.
Yeah, those are nice. I called them a cozy earlier.
Did you actually?
Yeah. Also, okay, this is the dumbest, most dumb. I don't know why I get these two words mixed up, but like a pergola, outside, over an overhang or an awning or whatever. It's called a pergola.
Yeah.
I get that word and gondola mixed up all the time, even though a gondola is completely different. It's the fucking boat.
A boat. It is
a boat. There. My
it is indeed a boat.
My Canadian came out there.
It is indeed a boat.
Unk taking coming.
Unk.
You do fantasy basketball? I have never.
Do.
I haven't played fantasy basketball since high school.
I won my fantasy basketball league. I won one 2 years ago and one last year.
Yeah.
2 different leagues. So I've won a fantasy basketball league in each of the last 2 years. Also, let me take Hunter Henry before I get auto pick Jalen Naylor.
Yeah, I did quite a bit of pick'ems on fantasy basketball during the NBA playoffs, especially, and even during the NBA season at some point. But that was the extent of me playing fantasy basketball. I performed if any of you guys were tailing some of those fantasy basketball picks when I was doing those underdog TikToks, I was way better at it than I was at football stuff. And I think part of it was because I don't really have a whole lot of emotion in fantasy basketball takes, where I was just kind of going off the data and going off of what the recent trends were and what, places like Odds Jam and some of the Steam was telling me. I was just kind of going off of that. And it ended up resulting in me being much more profitable at fantasy basketball underdog picks than it was for football, where I had
in terms of fantasy
takes.
Score.
No, just the amount of pick'ems I was hitting.
Oh, okay, yeah, right. So you said fantasy basketball, so you meant more so pick'ems.
Yeah, no, the pick'ems that I was doing during the NBA playoffs and stuff, I was just hitting on way more.
I'm telling you right now, I know you're gonna be I don't watch, but just join one league, join one fantasy basketball league.
I've been in a fantasy basketball league before,
but specifically the way that Sleeper does it, it's actually enjoyable.
Yeah.
With that being said, if you guys want to do some best ball drafts for basketball, that's also available. And
I've never done one, but you can do that.
If
you're a fantasy basketball player.
So sorry, going to that actually, how many have I done? Double Dribble, I believe the contest is called. I have done 10 NBA drafts so far. For those of you that are curious on the I have 50% Austin Reeves.
Yeah, I mean, Danny's.
It worked last year.
The one thing I love about you, Danny, is that you are the most biased fan I've ever met for every sport. It's not even just oh, he's a biased Cowboys fan. It's whatever team you like, you are the most biased fan of ever.
50% Austin Reeves.
If this guy was drafted in fantasy hockey teams, he'd have fucking 65% Cole Caulfield or whatever.
I'm telling you, Ivan Demidov is the steal of hockey drafts.
Yeah,
Ivan Demidov.
Let's get a real opinion in the chat, though. Of the 4 major American sports, which one is the best to watch live? Because there's a clear answer, in my opinion. I'm biased as shit.
For what?
Yeah, that's the correct answer. Nate the Dev made a little hockey emoji there.
I can't even lie. I didn't even know what you asked.
I said, of the 4 major American sports, the best to watch live, to me, is hockey. I love basketball is really good live as well, and obviously football is football, so it's excellent live. But I do believe that hockey is the best of the live sports for sure.
It's a pacing thing for sure.
Hockey, there's no commercials. There's no that's the one thing that sucks about watching football in person, is that there's a lot of TV timeouts at the beginning of games.
sorry, I was just gonna say too. What did I say to you about Torrey Horton 2 weeks ago? And he hasn't even had like a huge preseason catch yet.
Yeah, I mean that could just be a bad pick.
I've
Doesn't
seen it. I've
necessarily
seen it
mean a
in
good
multiple
thing.
drafts, though. I've seen it in multiple drafts. His ADP's in the 180s now.
Yeah, I mean to me that's just maybe a bad pick.
But like, dude, I was drafting them all in the 200s. I felt great.
UFC I've never seen live. I would imagine it would
Oh,
be pretty
dude, I want to
electric.
go to a UFC so bad, man. That's like the last thing on my bucket list for sure.
That would be pretty electric, I'd have to imagine.
Yeah, no,
I've never been to any kind of fighting of any kind, like boxing, UFC, anything.
I'm
I mean,
a-
obviously Canadian bias for me when I say hockey is the best sport live. But like if you're American and you've never been to a hockey game, I promise you it's an electric experience. Like go to your nearest hockey team, specifically if they're like if you live in a hockey town, like if you go to like a Tampa Bay Lightning game, or like if you're in Florida, if you go to trying to think of like really big American markets for hockey, like if you go to a Boston Bruins game or something, like I mean there's nothing like a Leaf game, man. Like as someone who grew up in Canada his whole life, it's just hockey is just in my goddamn blood.
I don't know who to go with here.
I'm in Oklahoma and hockey is way more electric. Yeah, I mean you're not even in a hockey market, and what is the nearest team for Oklahoma? No, for hockey. Colorado. What about whatchamacallit?
Sooners,
Nashville?
Predators.
Dallas Stars, yeah. Dallas, I think Dallas has a pretty big fan base too.
Dallas isn't close
To Oklahoma?
Oh. I thought you said Dallas close to Nashville. Yeah, I was
No, the
tweaking.
Predators.
I was like,
The
what?
Predators are in Nashville.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think Nashville is kind of close to Oklahoma, isn't it? I don't know shit. I don't know shit about American geography.
Let's go for it.
Okay, so Dallas is the closest. We
I'm in
whole
New
chat-
Mexico. We don't have ice.
Whole chat is saying Dallas.
We don't have ice is hilarious.
Yeah.
I'm not a hockey fan, but was glued to the screen. USA versus Canada. Yeah, the funniest thing about that, by the way, is like
electric.
But the funniest thing is these American Twitter accounts that were making edits of just the American players hitting the Canadian ones, like they didn't lose the game.
Yeah, it was crazy.
They're like, we are now the hockey nation. And it's just like Brady Kachuk fucking chicken winging someone. It's like you lost the game.
All the fights in that game were so electric. Absolutely electric. So I'm exhausted right now.
Oh yeah, we've been up literally like we got to the airport. Oh, sorry, I left my house 4:45. We got to the airport 5:45. We boarded at what 7:15, 7:20. No, actually, we were 5 minutes late because our Tim Hortons handed our order to the
Oh my god,
people.
dude! So we were at a Tim Hortons this
Somebody
morning.
nabbed our order.
Someone nabbed our order. They're like, your number 67. I'm like, okay, so I'm assuming normal human being would assume they call out number 67 when your order's ready.
When they tell you that
They
you're
go,
number 67.
2 farmers reps, and then someone just took our food. I'm like, you didn't call number 67. You said what we ordered.
And the funniest part for those of you that don't know what for those of you that don't know what farmers wraps are, by the way, they are the single most common order at Tim Hortons. So 2 farmers wraps could have been referencing anybody in that restaurant.
Yeah, it would be like a McDonald's employee going
double
Big Mac and a fry,
or Dunkin' Donuts double. It's like
double. People drink that. Tim Hortons
Oh,
is the
hell.
GOAT.
Oh, man, I've always lived Tim Hortons.
Tim Horton is the hockey player. Yeah. That Tim Hortons is named after. Have you never heard of Tim Hortons? Legitimately?
it pulls up a picture
Holy
of
shit.
Tim Hortons. No, it's hilarious.
So Nate, the dev here, you're from South Carolina, you said? Yeah, he's from South Carolina. He's literally never heard of Tim Hortons. That's insane to me.
Oh hell.
It's classic order nab.
What is a farmer's wrap? So a farmer's wrap mush, it's basically like you can get it with bacon or you can get it with sausage. It's mixed with chipotle. I don't know what the other sauce is.
It's just chipotle, a hash brown, egg, and cheese.
Pretty
and
much.
sausage. I got a double decker, or a double stacked, which is sausage, bacon, and that stuff. And you can just get them with sausage or just with bacon. But a double stacked is with both.
So for this is quite literally the most common order that people get at Tim Hortons in Canada.
Oh, look at Rylan. Boston cream and a double. This guy knows his freaking Tim Hortons orders. Unless Boston cream means he's referring to Boston. Yeah, I mean it's very common in
That's pretty common.
in Tim Hortons too. It's
So-
like also a peak donut there.
The funniest thing.
Oh yeah,
The funniest thing.
and we have what? It's not a steakhouse. It's a coffee place. What? That's not a steakhouse. That's a coffee place.
It's a breakfast coffee place. It's literally just a Canadian Dunkin' Donuts.
It's
Canadian Dunkin'
except
Donuts.
it's 50 times better.
So one thing too, by the way, so Corey notices because we're in the Tim Hortons. I go to the washroom, I come back, I ask him, I'm like, have they called their order? And Corey's like, no, like they haven't called their order. I'm like, bet. And he looks over because we're right beside like where we're supposed to be boarding, and he's like, Danny, it looks like they're like looking around. Can you check and make sure that they're not just trying to fill the flight? And I go over and they're like, are you boarding here? And I'm like, yeah, like and they're like, oh, you guys better hurry up. You have 1 minute before you have to board. And I'm like, oh, because
it was also half an hour before the flight time. I'm like, okay, surely boarding is going to be, over the next 20 minutes or so. So I'm like, hey, Danny, go check in with them. They're probably because like they were like, oh, zone 1 and 2, go board or whatever. We're like zone 5. I'm like, we're chill.
And then they called out our names there, and they're like, are you Daniel McKinnon and Corey Bushland? And we're like, yeah. And they're like, oh, you guys better get on the flight. And
I'm like 25 minutes before it takes off. You're about to close the doors on us.
And then I told them, I'm like, well, we paid for our Tim Hortons order, and these guys gave it to the wrong person. And they're like, oh,
25 minutes we waited for 2 fucking breakfast wraps. And they're like, you guys were talking back there. I'm like, did you call number 67? She's like, I said 2 farmers wraps. I'm like, that's not number 67.
Yeah, use your fucking brain. How about that? How many fucking...
I was so cheesed. I'm like, I heard you call it a number for quite literally every other order too. 68, 71, 75. I'm like, then 2 farmers wraps? Like, where's our number?
Yeah, people are fucking dense and can't accept responsibility. That's insane to me.
Holding up the flight to order Tim's. Yeah, just an absolutely selfish shit on our part.
The craziest part...
we didn't get our Tim Hortons.
Well, no bullshit. Well, no bullshit.
Well,
So
we
that's
ran
basically what happened. That's basically what happened. Is I went to the flight attendant. I'm like, hey, listen, we got to stop for a couple minutes so we can get our order because we already paid for it. Is what I said to her. I told the lady trying to board the flight. I'm like, yeah, you got to wait for us. We already paid for the Tim Hortons, and this absolute fucking idiot of a worker hands it to the wrong people because they're like, oh, 2 farmers wraps. Like, use your brain. Like, how do people not even accept responsibility when they fuck up?
Yeah, I was like, thanks guys, you almost made us miss our flight. They're like, it's not our fault. I'm like, it 100. I looked her in the face. I'm like, it 1000% is your fault. Actually,
by definition, it was her fault.
Like,
how is she going to say it's not her fault?
She's like, we can't control if someone takes their order. I'm like, we have a receipt with a number on it. You like show them, maybe. I don't know.
And it was so funny because when I told the people there. I'm like, yeah, we're waiting on our farmers wraps because instead of calling out our number, the lady just yelled out farmers wraps in the middle of the Tim Hortons, and they were all laughing. Like everybody there probably got farmers wraps, and I'm like, exactly.
Canadians are supposed to be nice, but people were being so. One of my favorite. I'm a big comedy guy. You guys probably know this already. One of my favorite bits of all time is Bill Burr's bit about how everyone at the airport is a fucking animal. It's like one of my favorite bits ever. It's so true. I was on a flight to Chicago on Friday. The guy sitting, I also have the best luck when it comes to who I'm sitting beside. If me and the person I'm traveling with are sitting away from each other, ask Danny. I was sitting next to like Tom Brady's hairstylist on the way to Dallas the one time. And she was like a very attractive older lady, very interesting, like Juilliard trained actress. Like, dude, so interesting to talk to. We were stuck on the tarmac.
I'll get a clone of myself and he'll get a fucking banging hairdresser next to him. It's like, are you kidding me?
This guy had some guy watching freaking Star Wars.
This guy's watching Star Wars. He's like half balding. He's sweating. And I'm like, Jesus, there's only, yeah, my fault.
But so the guy that's sitting beside my fiance on the flight blew his nose into his shirt 20 plus times on the flight. 20 plus times blew his nose. Flight to Chicago from Toronto, by the way, 1 and 10-minute flight. 20 plus times he blew his nose into his shirt.
Ew, yuck.
But no, just insane.
At least bring a tissue.
But no, we got split up because the flight got changed, like the flight number got changed, the airline got changed, and all this kind of shit. But the bit that Bill Burr has, he's like, I'm just thinking the worst of people. I'm traveling all the time. I saw this lady just shoveling Egg McMuffins down her throat, like 3 of them, like a pelican, just firing them into her throat. And then he's like, I saw this other guy. He was so out of shape that he couldn't scratch his back, so he went up to like a post in the airport and just rubbing it on his back, just like a grizzly bear in the middle of the airport. Then he goes, "Just an absolute fucking animal." And I was like, "This is one of my favorite bits ever."
The funniest thing is because I already know there's people going home to their families being like, "You won't believe who I sat beside on the plane."
Blew his nose 20 plus times in his shirt.
No, I'm saying
crazy.
I'm saying the people that sat beside me are probably telling these same stories to their fucking family.
Yeah, this guy beside me was talking to me about his fantasy teams for 3 hours.
This guy was talking about Sedarian Lamb. I don't even know who the fuck that is.
Me and Corey were watching some guy's movie screen.
Yeah, we were watching his movie screen because I was like, "What the hell?" I was trying to figure out what movie it was. I was like, I still
don't-
seen this movie.
I still don't know what the movie was. I just know there was like a talking plant at one point.
Yeah, it was like a Venus flytrap and like an attractive blonde chick, and then it looked like it looked like an older movie, like a 60s or a 70s or an 80s movie. It looked like it was like a really good movie from like that time period. If anybody knows what movie we're talking about, it was like some old nerdy guy. He's dating some like really hot blonde, and he has like a Venus flytrap in his house.
Like chatting with him. They're
Larry
having full
Boy.
conversation.
So maybe somebody knows the movie.
Larry Boy.
Let's see if anybody guessed the movie here. Little Shop of Horrors is also asked in the
Little
chat
Shop
here.
of Horrors. What?
Yeah,
the?
no, it's definitely not
definitely not
Larry Boy, the cartoon
Little Shop.
adventure.
Yo, it's Little Shop of Horrors. It's Little Shop of
100%.
Horrors.
Little Shop of Horrors,
Yo.
guaranteed. Yeah, 100%.
Dude, I was like half awake watching it. I had no clue what was going on.
No, I didn't know Steve Martin was in this movie though.
Look lit though. Who was the freaking actor
Ellen Martin, I think, right?
No,
Or Alan Green. Sorry, Alan Green.
So Steve Martin was the
Rick Moranis is the main character.
No, but like Steve Martin, he was the doctor, the crazy or the dentist that would put stuff in the people's mouths.
Yeah.
And Rick Moranis.
Ellen Green's the like hot blonde in the movie, I think.
There was another actor.
Yeah.
John Candy's in this?
Yeah, I didn't know John Candy was in this
movie. Is this like a classic movie or something? This is the first
movie. I knew it was a classic movie. I'm like, I've seen this movie before, or at least parts of it.
I'd never seen it in my life, and I was just fascinating without volume, just watching it on somebody else's screen.
Arthur's like, imagine sitting next to Danny on a flight showing you his football cards. I don't think I've blown my nose in my shirt once. Yeah, dude, you have to be an absolute friggin' animal to blow your nose in your shirt.
Yo, imagine putting the boogers
more than once. Like doing it once, okay, I'm dying. I need a Kleenex so bad. I gotta take the L here. 20 plus times. She's like, I counted. It was 20 plus times.
Hey, that's someone who doesn't wash their own clothes.
Yeah, that's insane. What's the weirdest Canadian food?
I mean, like probably poutine, right?
I mean, there's not a lot of Canadian food. Period, to be honest. Like we eat a lot of the same things you guys eat.
But like poutine would be like the most unique to Canada that like maybe people that aren't familiar with it would find weird. It's because it's like poutine is fries with gravy and cheese curds.
But it's got to be cheese curds. Can't just be regular cheese.
Yeah.
And it's got to be like a thick, like dark gravy too.
Cheese curds is
it's a Quebec thing. It's like they're like have you ever been to Wisconsin?
You know what a cheese string is?
Wisconsin.
Do you know what a cheese string is? You know how like pre-cheese string, like you rip the strips, like the pre-cheese string, it's just like a block of cheese. Imagine that was like cut into pieces that were like that big. Those are basically cheese curds.
Yeah, and they got to be Quebec cheese curds too.
Yeah.
What a great country. It doesn't have its own food. Dude, Canada is a melting pot of a million different cultures. We got everything in the book, man. Like where I live, there is a crazy, crazy high population of Japanese and other like Asian like ethnicities, and we got some banging ass food as a result of it. There's also, I don't really like Indian food, but there's a lot of like Indian immigrants who are students in Canada as well. And I don't like Indian food, but if you loved Indian food, I guarantee there was a bunch of great Indian spots as well.
Let me ask you, what don't you like about Indian food?
I just don't. I don't like garam. I don't like garam masala, and I don't like curry. To be honest, like I don't like the taste of it.
I was gonna say, because like if you're a spice guy, like
I like spice, I just don't like the taste of garam masala or curry. Like I like Thai curry, like Thai green curry or whatever. I like the taste of that, but I don't like Indian curry.
Also, crazy reference from Nemesis. Do you guys remember the episode of Drake and Josh when Drake is on a date and blowing his nose with his shirt while eating the spaghetti?
Yeah, I do actually remember that. I remember that.
That is a classic. What the heck?
And Bush has the audacity to say it's better than the USA. I mean, generally, I just think Canada is better than the US, not because of the food, but I mean, the food is better because we don't put like aspartame and, MSG in our water like you guys.
You don't feel as shit.
Yeah,
after
like
you eat Canadian food.
I did have Arthur will appreciate this. I had a picadillo taco bowl at the
Oh,
Mexican
dude.
place that we went to, which was
Bro.
gas.
You see what I got?
What?
I got the birria tacos with the consomme, and it was gas because they had like onions and turnips on
Yeah.
the side with some lime. And so I was literally just like making it on the spot and dunking it. Like it was gas.
I should have gotten the case of beer. They were the
fire.
The special today. Canada's way too cold. I mean, so
Not where we live.
Not yeah. I mean, it is pretty cold.
I mean, but dude,
it's not like none of it though.
But I golfed the other day in 30 degrees Celsius, which is about 90 degree Fahrenheit.
I will say, Rylan, Chicago was excellent. Chicago is the best U.S. city I've been to so far, for sure. I actually really enjoyed Chicago.
Ball's life. Stop. I'm on a calorie deficit.
What part of Canada are you guys in? Like just outside of Toronto area. Like I live in like the boonies, kind of like there's only like 30,000 people where I live. In my whole region. Danny lives in like a way bigger city in Hamilton. It's like the third biggest city in Ontario.
The best way to describe Hamilton, though, and I've said it to you, it's like, dude, like you didn't like New Jersey, but like I kind of did because I got similar vibes.
Yeah, I mean that's how shit Hamilton is because it's similar to New Jersey.
When you're used to something like you're used to, I don't know what else to follow up with.
MSG doesn't have health effects, but. No, I don't mean MSG. I'm just saying MSG because it's the only food additive I actually know because I'm a brain dead idiot. But I'm just saying I feel like every American food that I eat has 57 food additives in it. That's all the food tastes like different to me. Like your lettuce tastes like it has food additives in it to me. It doesn't taste like Canadian lettuce.
Also, bro, why does every water in the States, bottled water, taste like Dasani?
Yeah.
I'm not trolling. Like every water bottle I taste, it tastes different than Canadian water.
Yeah.
Not like I'm not even like I'm being dead serious.
Montreal is beautiful, man. If I had to live in another place in Canada that wasn't like where I live now, because my family's there, like if I, for whatever reason I didn't need to stay near my family, I would 100% move to Montreal. I think is like absolutely one of the best places.
Yeah, Max said Red
Canada.
40 is everything.
Red 40 isn't everything. But anyways, we should probably stop yapping about nonsense.
My laptop's
I
dead.
am starving. So we're gonna head off of here. Appreciate you guys for tuning in for the yap session, for the drafts, whatever we were doing here. We will be live either tomorrow or Friday. I'm not exactly sure which one we'll have time for. It'll probably be in the evening again. It probably won't be during the day. Stay tuned for tight end tier list, quarterback tier list, running back tier list, wide receiver tier list this week. And again, as I teased throughout the stream, the redraft rankings manifesto, our draft guide, is going to be going over a big update, updating the rankings, updating all the ADPs, updating the fantasy news blurbs that we've been doing. We've been tracking all the news blurbs by team so you can kind of piece together stories of what's going on in the offseason. You can see how many times have they talked up RJ Harvey in Denver? How many times have they talked up, Torrey Horton in Seattle? Those kind of news blurbs you can follow. And then the draft ready cheat sheet, the risk ratings, and all that other stuff will be updated for this weekend because I'm sure a lot of you guys are going to be drafting teams. And literally, like I'm going to be using our own draft guide to draft in the Flock League because I used the draft ready cheat sheet last year. Unfortunately, I didn't draft as good of a team as I would have wanted to, but hopefully we get it going. The draft will be on Saturday night. That will be drafting the team. So probably Saturday night, you'll see Mason probably tweet out the draft board or something. And then I would say it'll be about a week until the vlog comes out, maybe longer. I'm not exactly sure how long it's going to take to edit everything, but yeah, we'll have the meetup Sunday. The Flock League draft will be Saturday night. Very, very excited for that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like, comment, subscribe.
It's coming home.
Appreciate you guys. Yeah. FSC's got to fucking up our game because we got specifically me. I got torched last year.
Hey,
so we gotta step it up.
For those of you guys that were on Team Danny last year, and you know how that ended up being after week 3, hint, hint, not just wink, wink. That training camp from last year did not get brought back.
Team Danny Lad was like a summer in Canada over by mid-September.
Yeah. Well, no, literally, my whole team decided, hey, let's just all get hurt at the same time. Let's fuck them up. We got him.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully I don't trade my whole team for a guy who blows his knee out the next week, too.
Tony.
But anyways, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Better days are coming for Team FSE for the Flock League. Peace out, fellas. We'll talk to you soon.